Hello, and welcome back to Dragonriders, a Song of the Damned. My name is Peter or PB. I am your Dungeon Master for tonight. I am joined, as always, by the illustrious Calum, who plays Agis, the mysterious Alex, who plays the Ruined, and the German Samo, who plays Smoke. I ran out of verbs, I went with a noun instead. Wait, that wasn't a verb, adjective? Adjective. Sure. I ran out of adjectives, so I went with a noun. Previously, we as a group, this sounds very Star Wars-esque. It's not Star Wars, but that little bit sounded very kind of like Naboo-esque. Previously, the group arrived at the settlement of Domask, a small port town in the Freelands in the north, a kind of desert area. They had been fleeing from the island nation of Vyferia, where they had been declared criminals. They had managed to get passage from Kaiker port down to Domask on a ship called Jealousy, commanded by a drow named Talagon Kanar. Along the way, you found a small island with some creepy stuff going on. You brought back a choker. The choker bred and made some corpse wombs. Unfortunately, Tommy's not here to hate that term, but you know. You killed the chokers, and then you got to Domask. When you got to Domask, Sorrows shocked you all after you guys did some shopping and decided to depart from the group. He hasn't said why, but he and Gion are heading south. The Ruined might think that they're heading to the island continent of the Abraean Sea, because he did spy on them using one of his hairs, which allows him to like witness things through as if he was there for a minute, and he didn't, at least Alex didn't quite understand the conversation when we were talking about a sea of sand. But I can't remember if the Ruined ended up working out or not.
I mean, I think he worked out that it probably wasn't the Abraean Sea, and it was probably just a desert.
Okay. But you don't know where they're going or why, because they were being very secretive about it. The other thing is, you have no way of communicating with Sorrows or Gion, although Agis, you gave Sorrows a gift, didn't you? I can't remember what you actually gave them, but like it was Potion of Revival, was it? That's you, Agis.
It was.
Calum.
It was 2 healing potions and a potion of revival.
He's just, it's fine. Calum's just stonewalling me right now. He forgets how squishy Agis is. Potion of Revival, right?
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Not that I didn't believe Samo when Samo confirmed it. It was just more like getting Calum to behave.
Bruh. Bruh.
So yeah, you don't know where he's going, but hopefully he'll survive. You also don't have any way to communicate with him. You do still have a way to communicate with Celeste, but not Kypheria or Dai, so your group is kind of split all over the place at the moment, and limited ways of communicating with them, and just the hope that everyone follows a plan, which is to eventually meet back up at the Tiefling capital of Nefaris. You, as we last left off, were planning to go all the way to Core Point, which is the Orcish capital far to the east, over here. I can't click because I'm on the wrong thing. Here we go. Over here. Nope. Here we go. So I think where we left it off was with you having all bought passage and ready to depart towards Court Point, unless anyone wanted to do anything before leaving Domask.
No. I think we finished everything before.
I believe so.
Alright, then we're going to start off play with everyone's favourite Uncharted Journeys.
Yes.
So, first of all, a little bit of information. The ship that you have chartered and paid for is a ship called the Mondara. It's a smaller ship than the Jealousy, but it will get you where you're trying to get to. The crew is a mixture of different species and different nationalities, but it seems to be captained. You meet the first mate, who's the person you pay. He's an orc, or he might be a half orc, but we'll have to check my notes in a moment. But he tells you that the captain is an orc.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, what did you do? Cool. So, first and foremost, let's work out how big this journey gonna be. Wait, we already did this. I just need to check my calendar instead. So, today is the 22nd of waning winter. So, you all are expected to arrive on the 5th of Dead Month, so 5 and 8 is 13 days. And that is mathematics.
Math.
No, we're not American.
No, math with a double F.
Okay. Is that an acronym for something?
Yeah, short for mathematical.
Which would be spelled with a TH.
No, double F.
Okay. Cool. What are people doing to prepare for the journey? You have paid, so you could just say, fuck it, we're not going to do anything on the journey, but you can, of course, do prep if you would rather be the masters of your own destiny.
Is there some weather I can consult?
There is whether you can consult. Still on the lookout for those tornadoes or hurricanes. Months later.
Nature check, if I remember correctly, right?
It is indeed a nature check, yes. I believe that is a pass. I'm just pulling up the book now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure 14 is a pass. Preparation. That's what I was looking for. So consult the weather, blah, 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 blah. It's not consult the weather, what's it called?
Study the weather.
Study the weather. Yeah, cool. So you're going to reduce the journey difficulty by 2. Which I haven't worked out what the journey difficulty is just yet, but that's fine. But yeah, that is a pass. Okay, good thing you did pass that, because the DC's not small for the journey. Cool, what are other people doing as prep?
I will just consult the occult.
Consult the occult. Okie doke. So that is a religion or arcana check.
Yikes.
That's a nat 1, baby. First roll of the session for Alex. Let's go. Here we go.
Yep.
In fact, I can't remember without looking at the dice stats, but I think you might now be drawing with Tommy for the most nat 1s of the campaign.
Oh, Christ.
And Tommy's not in this session, so let's see how much you can claw your way into that first place, baby.
Yep. No, I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
Yep, you are now drawing with Tommy as of now. Obviously, Tommy's got a solo
Oh,
session
no.
coming up, but yeah, you're drawing with Tommy. Here we go.
Let's hope he gets a couple of net ones in those sessions. Then. To be fair, we've only just started. I could roll a few more.
Are you keeping that roll? Do you have any inspiration or anything?
Yeah, sure. I'll burn an inspiration.
All right.
That was
What's
almost
better?
that one.
It's not a pass, unfortunately, though. So unless anyone can do anything to
Damn.
boost that number at all, that's going to be a fail for...
Oh, I could have. I mean, I know. I just forgot. I didn't start playing yet. I could have cast guidance, but that's the way.
Can you cast guidance on yourself?
I think so. Yeah. I don't think it.
You can give yourself guidance, I guess, for your roll.
Sure.
Could I use my bonding die with Agis?
Yes. What I can't actually remember what the bonding die does, so remind me, because it will probably be said right in front of you, or else I'll look it up.
There's a bunch it can do. It can.
That's what that comes up.
Yeah.
That probably means it's not formulated properly. Or it's a d4, because I just clicked it and it did a d4.
It's add 1d4 to bonded character saving throw, attribute test, or reduce an attack.
That's a skill, not a... So yeah, sorry.
No worries.
If it's used up your use, go ahead and give yourself the use back. But cool. What is Samo doing?
So, theoretically speaking, if I were to pick pack up and transform into a polar bear, would that work?
Pick what up? Sorry.
Pack up, like the thing that I want to do, the pack up action thing. At the very top.
I'm failing to see how a polar bear is going to be able to pack up and painstakingly organize and pack tightly.
Well, it still has my intelligence, right? I would just
yes,
use
but it doesn't have
brain.
your opposable thumbs. This is the issue.
All right. I'll still do this check just as my old
Okay.
self, I guess. Was it ability check? Yeah.
It's athletics.
Or constitution.
Yeah, so it's athletics, but either with your constitution or your strength affecting it.
Oh yeah, wait, but my athletics doesn't give me +1. Do I just make a constitution throw then?
So, are you proficient in athletics?
No.
Okay, so you can either just make a strength or a constitution check then, for all intents and purposes.
Wow, that's bad.
So.
Oh, but with guidance.
With guidance.
Oh, wait, that's a 1.
Yeah.
That looked like a 4.
12 is a fail.
I will use inspiration.
Okay.
Do I get inspiration again, or is there no inspiration on this one?
Yeah, you can use inspiration on this. But...
No, I mean guidance. Sorry.
It depends what the rules of guidance say. I mean, actually, no, you can't because it's the same roll. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
But it would, yes, you can have guidance on it because you're keeping the +1. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Because inspiration is essentially you redoing the roll. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
like having
the event
advantage
didn't
kind
actually
of,
happen.
yeah.
So.
Wow, that's.
All right, a 5
all right.
overall.
All right, nice.
That is a fail, unfortunately. You spend too long working out whether turning into a polar bear would help that other people pack up around you and you're actually a hindrance rather than a help.
Listen, I'm an old man. I'm trying my best.
All right, so we've all said and done then. The DC's pretty high. It's a 17 still. But
there's no possible way I can lose this.
But before you all do that, the captain can come in and help as well.
Hey.
That's not his name, okay. What is his name again? Savage, not Shatter, okay. Savage.
Savage.
What's he gonna do? Disgusting.
That's fucking vile. It's actually not. It tastes like pistachio. It's nice.
The problem is, a lot of you taking the stuff he would be decent at away from him. So, sure, he will go.
He would have probably been so much better at packing stuff up.
He might be a barbarian. So.
Oh no! Oh, what did I do? To be honest, I didn't think anyone else would get to do it. So.
Fuck it, he'll carouse. Which might make this worse, but he's best at it.
Hey, he's a gambling man.
Exactly. He's going to do an athletics roll for his carousing. He rolled a 9 on the die. But he passed. But he didn't pass by 5 or more, so it's just a success. He's filled with a love of life. He has advantage in all ability checks during the first encounter. On the
Good
journey.
enough.
Just him, though. Not a benefit
Yep.
for you guys, but hey ho, he didn't make it worse.
He gained something from it.
Okay, cool. So, the DC is 17 then for your journey rolls. If you would like to make those now. Start with Agis, what are you doing?
Doing the level working one. Still can't never remember the name for it.
I will guidance him. Boop!
Okay. So,
Boot me?
he
Yeah.
booped you. Tough fucking shit. So, you're doing good as new, roll level workers tools, DC 17.
Hang on, I could do something with 1d4 here. We'll find out.
You're not going to make it a 17, let me put it that way.
Hang on, never know.
I do know.
It
So
was
12.
almost 17.
12 is a fail. You keeping that roll?
I don't think I have any more inspiration left. Because someone took it away from me.
Well, whoever did that was probably mean, and maybe in the
You took it away from me.
maybe in the future people shouldn't stay on mute when I'm asking them questions during the intro.
Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone.
All right, Samuel, what are you doing for your group travel check?
I want to do the. I always keep forgetting slip the noose. Is that a thing?
Slip the noose. Yes, that's a stealth check.
But I want to cast. Second. Cast without trace first.
Okay.
Yes. I just do
I
that.
just looked at this guy's stats for what he can do as the leader, and he's not a good leader. Let me just put it that way.
I find it funnier that Samo is slipping the noose on their ship adventure and he's using Pass Without Trace. Which just makes him and everyone else in like a 10-foot radius more sneaky.
He's passing the noose for getting on the ship in the first place. It's fine.
Yeah, man's covering our tracks in the water.
See?
Yes, the sea.
Now, I probably can't make an argument that turning into another animal will make this easier, right? Like,
No.
just that won't happen? Okay. Okay, so just a
But what if I
10
was a
on top of
mouse?
this, whatever
Yeah.
this is? Okay, yeah.
That is a 24. That is a pass. So we've got one pass and one fail. Alex, what are you doing?
I will blaze the trail.
Okay. Can't
Is that
remember what
also
Blaze the
stealth by
Trail
any
is.
chance?
No, Blaze a Trail is...
Or leave no stone unturned. I don't think it really makes much of a difference. It's the same
Well,
modifier.
Survival or nature. So which one's more flavour? What you wanted to go with? Do you want to be in a rowboat ahead of the ship, or do you want to?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll be in a rowboat.
Just rowing as fast as you can to like outpace wind power.
I'll be back soon, guys. I promise.
I don't have any guidance
He's
for you,
like
man.
this far
Sorry.
ahead of the ship.
He's like, I don't see anything yet.
Anyways, all right. Roll a survival check then.
Come on, Shabbat. You can do it. That's
Not bad.
yes.
That is an 18 on the die, 22 overall. That is 2 successes.
Let's go.
And
Yeah.
finally,
Oh no! Wait, no. There's another guy. No. Can I use
The
guidance on him, please?
you can give him guidance. He only gets a
Yes.
+1 to his insight, but it's that or a -1 on either of the other 2 things that a leader can do. So, guidance could allow him to succeed.
Come on.
Calum
How
has
about
gone
do
to go
it?
get Crumble. He rolled a 2, which is a 16, which is a fail.
No.
You
By one.
cocksucker.
So, that's 2 successes and 2 fails. What does that mean overall? Okay, well, first of all, how many encounters would we get normally on a 13-day journey? Then, how does that affect it? So, many things to look up real quick. Uncharted journeys. Make the journey. So, this is going to be a medium journey, so 2 encounters by default. And then half or more of the party fails, base +1. 3 encounters during this journey.
Jesus. Is this the longest journey we've had so far? Have we had 3?
I think it's probably going to be the longest journey that, it's going to take us the longest because of all the encounters.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, have we ever had 3 encounters?
No, most
I
you've
don't
had
think
is
so,
2.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember whether the journey from Valar up the crossroads, I can't remember actually how long that took in game. It might have been like 7 days or so.
Yeah.
Travel
sounds
back
about right.
to the rebel camp from the teleport place. I don't think that was like maybe 5 days. Yeah, 13 days I think is the longest. We have had medium journeys before, but you've had enough successes before to knock it down to 1 encounter.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we're having 3 encounters for sure. Right, okay. So, Alex, which one of the 3 encounters do you want to roll your thing on? You won't know which one you're modifying until you do it, but first, second, or third, what's your fancy?
Mid.
Second. Okay. So when does the first encounter happen? Alright, first encounter's not happening until 10 days into your journey. So you get 10 days of respite of nothing bullshit related happening.
That's kind of crazy.
Amen. Sometimes good things happen to those who wait and stuff. Alright. You set sail. That only moved Moog. Okay.
Hey, I'm going.
How's your crumble?
I'm back. I made piss.
Oh, that's disappointing. It's also disappointing. It's just occurred to me that Soros isn't coming with you guys. I need to move Soros away in a moment. That Tommy's not here, and Tommy and I have got this inside joke about the word crumble in D&D, and Tommy's just not here to experience it, and that's sad.
That's what he gets.
Oh, I think I know that joke.
Relating to our friend Chad.
Yeah. About how, was it Connor that you said he just crumbles over? Or
Yeah,
something?
it was once while playing D&D, he was a little bit drunk and a little bit sleep deprived, and he said, "Do either of you guys ever look at Connor and just crumble?" And we were just like, "No, I don't know what that means." All right, so 10 days into your journey.
Can we do downtime?
Yes, of course.
Yay, finished.
What'd you finish?
My book, which means I believe I get expertise in history.
Yes.
Expertise?
I assume you don't know how to add that, so I'll add it for you in just a moment.
Thank you.
He's an expert, but still doesn't know of the existence of zombies. That is...
Well, no, he does know now. He wasn't sure.
Well, now he does. You're right.
He had first-hand
Oh,
experience. He knows now.
Yeah. He was just a bit unsure before. He was like,
I reckon there's
don't know
still
if I'll buy it."
like a big fantasy monster that he's still not aware of, like ghouls. I don't know.
He's never seen a ghost before, to be fair.
A vampire. What? Oh wait, we've had a vampire.
Yeah, for a vampire. I'm pretty sure he was the one who killed the vampire.
It's another fantasy thing.
I mean,
What's called
beholders
skeletons?
have never shown up
True.
in songs. I love how beholders have never shown up in songs, which is the D&D campaign setting that I've ran for 10 years now. Well, over 10 years, 12 years, really. The first beholder I ever had in a D&D game that I ran was the fucking tavern keeper in the session where Alex's character got introduced in Sundered Empire, Julius Barnaby, and it was in the tavern where you met everyone. The barkeep was just a beholder. Just like that.
I remember.
Yeah, serving, I can't remember what the drink was called now.
Yeah, but that
It was a
was...
But that was
drink.
such a. But that's such a good bartender. He has like 8 arms or some shit.
Well, no, he has eye stalks, but
Well, close enough. Appendages, I guess.
but yeah. So that was the first time I had a beholder show up in a D&D campaign. All right, so that's 10 days for the ruined. Are you doing anything else? Was that it for the downtime? Was that 10 hit you at the limit?
So I did 2 days downtime on that to complete it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend the other 8 now doing my working on my poisonous kit proficiency.
Cool. Just gonna give you expertise now. There you go.
Thank you.
Bro's cooking up some crack.
Gets now a +7 to history checks.
Damn, that's a smart boy.
Doobie. So I'm going to have to restart Foundry. It went all white and came up with a little funny face.
Oh, okay. While you're doing that, Agis and Moog, any downtime for the next 10 days?
I don't know yet. If I want to be daughter.
Okay. Agis.
Yes, I will do my Rosetta Stone with the new dagger I acquired.
Okay. That'll be an Arcana check then.
Hey, we got it.
That's a nat 20. I'm going to give you an extra success for that.
Hell yeah.
In fact, no, I'm not going to give you an extra success for that. Fuck you.
Oh.
Instead, I'm going to make the DC lower from now on.
Oh, okay.
It's now a DC 18 from now on.
Very nice. So that would be the first day, and then the rest of the days, I'd like to pick up where a beloved friend left off. And figure out what's going on with this Elvish bread.
Right, let's go into the dead folder. Let's pull up Nerexius. You never had a downtime activity for working out the bread. What was going on with the bread, Samo?
What?
You never had a downtime activity for working out the bread. Did you just not work it out? What? I can't remember.
I didn't need to.
Oh.
I got
You
the
got
recipe, and then I had to just figure that out once,
Oh.
and then I could make
Oh.
it.
Yeah, I
And
think he was
Agis-
figuring out. I think he was figuring out cook's utensils, wasn't he?
Well, he didn't
Yeah,
have a downtime
at the-
activity for it.
Yeah, at the very start of it, but then I switched out one of my proficiencies with proficiency with cooking. That's what it was.
Okay.
Would you have jotted the recipe down in your notebook?
He received
yeah,
the
definitely.
he received the recipe initially, but it was in Elvish, which is why he struggled. But I speak Elvish, so
And also,
well-
he has the recipe now. So it was written down. He has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have his notebook, so
Yeah.
it's probably in there.
It's just
But-
talking about how much he likes bread.
And watermelon.
And I did have cooking utensils, so you can also just join them.
By the way, Samo, again, you not being on Instagram becomes the bane of my life. I saw the perfect video for Nerexius the other day, which was an owner eating a watermelon and a cat like perched over his shoulder, also nibbling on the watermelon. But the cat's like eating all the skin, and then the cat like does a big honk of the red, and his eyes just go.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
And I
And
was
then
like,
he just goes
that is
absolutely fucking
exactly
nuts.
what Nerexius did the first time he ate watermelon.
Yes. How did that even happen?
Okay, in that case, then
You
for
saw it on the
rest of
map, you decided you wanted to buy some, and then you
You're
decided
right.
to just roleplay being a weirdo. In the best way.
Yes.
Yes. You don't own cook's utensils, though, do you?
I don't. However, I will use a fun, cool feature I have.
I was going to say you could also probably borrow the kitchens of the ship if you asked for it, but you can use your
Yeah,
cool feature, go for it.
I could use my cool feature. Where is my cool feature?
He's doing some artificer shit. I can already
Yeah.
smell it.
Where is my cool shit?
That's the point. What are you doing with all your infusions and stuff now? Because I'm pretty sure all the characters you gave them out to are either dead or gone.
That's fucking rude. For one. One infusement is in my bag of holding, and the second one, I believe, is in Tommy's axe.
Yeah.
Right.
Which you could just take away from him remotely.
Yeah, I could just be a dick and take it away.
That's the point. If he goes, that's the point. If you go down, does he lose his infusion?
If
No,
dies.
if I'm unconscious, it doesn't go away for like a few more days.
Oh, right.
And that also works with if I'm dead. I think it takes like 24 hours after I die before it.
That's an interesting point, though.
yes, it
If
is.
Agis dies, how I can tell Tommy. Which
Yeah,
is
true.
your axe just stops being magical.
Oh, it's 3 days, yeah.
3 days. But all I would do is say to Tommy, your axe is no longer magical, and see how long it takes Tommy to work that out, which will be he won't work it out.
Yeah. So I'm going to use right tool for the job, which will turn my level working tools into just some sticks and stones.
Okay.
And then perform a ritual to turn these sticks and stones into some cooking utensils.
Okay.
I guess you can put the downtime for learning how to use them properly.
Yeah, we'll do that in just a moment.
Would I get a bonus from learning from the cook on the ship, or is it just going to be an easy DC for the moment to get like basics down?
You would have also probably seen Nerexius do it a few times, right?
Yeah.
I would have make it easier as
But
well.
it's the fact that I'm going to get like proper tutorage from a experienced cook.
Tell you what, let's put the basic at 30 to become proficient in them. Does that seem fair, or 60? A month in game or 2 months in game to become proficient with cook's utensils? I feel like being able to cook doesn't actually take that long. It's being good at cooking that takes a long time, right?
Well, I mean,
You set
In
my
the way of-
business kit proficiency to 30.
We'll do 30.
when it comes to the utensils, it's just like learning how to properly use them for the, like, you know, the thing you're using. Or like,
Yeah.
so like, for example, filleting a fish with like knife skills and stuff like that, and like proper dicing techniques and what have you.
And what skills?
Because at the end of the day, cook's utensils is just going to be knives, pots, stuff like that, aren't they?
And what does cook's utensils use again?
Fuck knows. I'm assuming it's intelligence, like most of the tools.
I'm just gonna quickly
Some of them are
add
dex,
it.
some of the intelligence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly. Yeah, it's intelligence. Cool. So we'll make it an intelligence check then. Alex give me some guidance? What did I set the DC for your poisonous kit to then? Or is it not?
I don't think there was a DC. I think it was just a, like, you
Commitment.
click per day, yeah.
Cool. So just a commitment to spend time doing it then. Alright. So no roll needed. You can just spend time practicing, basically.
Okay, cool. Do I get any bonuses for having a proper teacher?
Roll me a persuasion check to convince them to spend their time teaching you, and then I'll give you a bonus.
Okay. Oh, that's a perception check.
Well, you found the galley. Okay. They're not going to help you. They'll let you use the kitchen, but they're not going to help you.
Okay.
They're
That's
too busy.
fine.
So 8 days then?
How many days in total are we traveling, sorry?
Well, 10 days until the next thing happens, and you spent 2 already, so 8, right?
2? I've
No,
spent
1. Yeah, sorry. Alex was the one who spent 2 days finishing his book, so 9 days then.
Yep, cool. I'll just change the progression, yeah.
There's another thing that I forgot to get you to do when you board this ship, though, Agis.
Oh, no.
Your choice.
What
I'm
is
going to give you a dealer's choice.
Oh.
Perception or history?
Okay, I'll roll a history.
You have advantage.
God. Where the fuck's my history roll?
He's gone.
That's pretty good.
Decent. Damn. Pretty good.
So,
Ooh,
one of
looks
the
scary, man.
beauties of how orcs work in the song setting with their names is that if I'm trying to find a particular NPC and I can't remember their name, there's a decent chance I can just guess what to search by going like jaw, teeth, fang, maw. No, okay, I can't find the other guy though. I found him by using that method, but I didn't find the second guy. I'm just going to spawn 2 important NPCs in a ship. One of them is why I asked you to do that roll, so we'll come back to that in just a moment. So we're rewinding to the first day because you would notice this on the first day. What's your name, little NPC guy? Oh, Bite. Yeah, that makes sense. Trying to think, what mouth word could I have missed? Oh, Bite, yeah. So this is the first mate who you guys paid to get passage on the ship. His name is Yerk Stonebite. He is an orc. He seems fairly young. The other guy you didn't meet until you got on board. He is the captain. He is a big, hulking barbarian. He is genuinely nearly as tall as Sorrows. He's 6'2". He's probably about as broad-shouldered as Sorrows. And that history roll was for you, Agis, because you recognize this hulking mass of an orc.
Do I know?
You say he's 6'2"?
6'2".
Oh, so he's the same height as the ruin then.
Jesus Christ, you lanky fuck. I always forget how tall you are.
Yeah.
Lanky fuck. He's quite a bit taller than me.
He's actually stronger than the... Sorrows isn't that strong. Holy shit, okay.
Yeah.
He just gets strong when he get big.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, you remember his name. His name is Kakoa. And you recognize him because he was one of the slavers who was supposed to ship you off to the other side of the world and instead sold you to Arzul.
Motherfucker.
That was a long time ago, and he now appears to be the captain of his own sailing ship.
Motherfucker.
But, you gonna do anything about that, or are you gonna let sleeping dogs lie about that?
Murder? I love murder.
But yeah, his name is Kakoa Savagejaw. And the name Savage, that fits your recollection of who this guy is.
Okay.
Now, who is the NPC with the atrocious rolls that you sent?
Not either of these two. Sorry.
Anyway,
We'll find out soon enough.
where's
It
the
might
ruin
have been
on
a
the
Star
first
Wars
night?
character, honestly. I can't remember
Okay.
whether I was rolling a D&D or a Star Wars character. I've rolled a lot of characters this week, but
Okay.
yeah, it's not either of these two. Yeah, is that something that you're going to act on within the first 10 days? Are you going to let Sleeping Dogs lie for the first 10 days?
What's the ruin doing on the first night?
You want to go kill someone?
We might have to undo a bunch of downtime if this goes horribly wrong. I completely forgot about this, but also there's no way he can stay hidden for the 10 days with the ship map that I have, so you definitely saw him.
I mean, yeah, the Ruined is just going to be reading his book.
One other description just in case you need it for the ship. The ship is a 3-deck ship. It does have sails, but it's not a kind of man of war or anything like that, like the ship that you were in before with Caledon. This is an Orcish ship by design, so it's mostly powered by oars. Think of like old Greek ships, and there is this kind of constant drum beat that's keeping, which the Ruin probably loves because it's drums, kek, 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 but to keep time with the rowing. But yeah, anyways.
Anyway, I'll. Did we get like our own chambers, or is it more of like a communal?
Hammocks.
Hammocks,
You sleep in the same hammocks that the crew do, and you're sharing them with different crew members. And not at the same time, but you know, you grab a free hammock basically.
Well, sometimes. But okay. I'm curious. Like,
if Moog wants to roll a persuasion check to try and sleep with one of the crew, go for it, mate.
I listen.
Hey, listen, man, I can turn into a mouse. I'll be real quiet. Like
I can be whatever you want. Okay. This savage jaw dude guy. How is he acting? Like, considering he's the captain. Like, well, what's the presence like on deck?
On the top deck, he usually sits on a chair, watching his crew row to the command of the drum beat. And he just lets other people do the job. He basically lounges around drinking most of the time.
But is he like rude and asshole, or is he like more chill?
When he occasionally needs to give commands, like if someone is clearly like tiring out, but it's not the end of shift, he will shout at them and sometimes even throw stuff at them. Yeah, he is not a nice guy.
Roll it.
oh, please tell me I bought it. Please tell me I bought it.
He bought a bomb.
Close.
Okay. Well,
Alchemist fire?
No, motherfucker.
did you want to buy the fucking
Shit.
barrel alchemist fire?
Fuck. I was so close to buying a death cap mushroom.
Oh.
What's that? Is that?
What do
A
you
poisonous
think?
mushroom that really fucks you over.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly what it is. That's what I mean.
I think it does some stupid bullshit of like 3d6 necrotic damage every like day, and it also reduces your max health.
Samo the
It's
kind of guy to walk into a
fucked.
shop where he sees a vial of like icky liquor that says poison of instant death. He's like, shopkeep, what does this do?
Well, see, there's like there's also different level of like whatever poison in this game. One type of poison does 1d4. The other type of poison does 10d8. Like,
Moog
I don't know how bad this is.
Moog looks over at a wizard's spellbook and sees Power Word Kill. What does that spell do?
Well, okay, Power Word Kill is very direct in what it does, okay?
What about Power Word Bill? Would he have to question that one?
Well, there's two options. Either someone called Bill spawns, or you get a dollar bill.
It's
Those
neither
are
of
the two
those, and you were there when Power Word Bill was used.
Oh, wait! You're right. Wait, who did you use it on again?
Alex,
right? Yeah.
For his birthday, I'm pretty sure I Power Word Billed it.
Damn.
That was a year ago, probably. A year ago.
Bring Power Word Bill back.
Unless it was 2 years ago. Jesus, when did we play Sons of Empire?
No,
That
it
was
would
a
have been
year
about a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was after... No, before Hands of the Republic, right?
Yeah, I feel like Hand of the Republic was about a year ago, but I don't fucking know anymore. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Adam.
Yeah, I'm gonna track down the ruined. Somewhere quiet and secluded, hopefully. Start a conversation.
Yeah, you can probably find somewhere reasonably quiet and secluded.
Excellent stuff. I see you're still writing in your journal, Rand.
Yes, I'm getting quite close to the end now.
Yes, excellent. Listen, I need to have a word.
Yes, sure.
Not only have we been through a lot, seem to understand each other a lot, and as I've mentioned, we're basically brothers now, yes?
Yes, agreed.
Good. I have a very big problem.
Hmm.
And you're going to help me decide on what I'm going to do about it.
Okay, I'm listening.
Captain of this ship is one of the bastards that was supposed to sell me into slavery. Across the...
No, he
Other
wasn't
side of it.
supposed to sell you into slavery. He was supposed to
Oh
ship
no,
you off
he
the
was
other
supposed
side
to.
of the
Yeah,
world.
he's supposed to ship me off.
And instead,
to-
he sold you into slavery. He wasn't the, you know for a fact he wasn't the one in command, to be fair.
Yeah.
But he was on the crew, and you remember him. Which is, if you remember someone's name and face, he's pretty memorable. Big hulking orc, but also...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, he was one of the people that sold me into slavery.
Right. So, death then.
I would like nothing more of that, but unfortunately, we're in quite a predicament. He is the captain of said ship. We are traveling for quite some time.
Do I hear this?
They found a quiet, secluded place. So
Oh,
unless
yeah,
you
you're
wanted to
right.
follow Agis and
Nah.
eavesdrop.
Well, I suppose there's only a problem while there's still a captain. If we take care of him, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement with the rest of the crew.
Well, we have a few options, of course. I know you've been working on your poisons.
Only just starting, really.
So nothing is powerful enough to kill a man.
Not yet, unfortunately. Though, 1 second.
Just flips for his book.
Nope,
Death poison,
no.
death poison.
Used up the last of my poison a couple of weeks ago.
Right. I take it you have nothing, I have nothing that could help you?
No, I don't have any of the resources.
What sort of resources are you looking for?
Poison.
Right, okay.
As I said, I'm not yet quite proficient, so I'm not really too sure.
Yeah. We could try and instill a mutiny.
We could at least try and maybe gauge how the crew feel about their captain first.
Exactly.
Perhaps there's already an underlying tension that we can exploit.
We'll take it as it goes.
We'll be here for a while. Let that hatred burn stronger.
That's all well and good, but if I keep letting it burn like this, I might do something that's regrettable.
Well, if that happens, then we'll just have to play it by ear from there. But let's see.
Okay. I'm gonna look around a bit and see what we can gauge.
Yeah, over the next couple of days, I'll sort of keep an eye out as well. Maybe get a couple of insights on the crew and, listen out for any, rumblings or anything.
Okay.
Uh,
So go ahead.
I just have a question. Do you at any day, the ruined? Do you at any day do your poisonous kit stuff?
Yeah, at night I'll still be doing my poison kit stuff, and unless obviously something happens later on, which means I can't. But
Okay,
For
in
now.
that case,
yeah,
question to Pete: would you let me harvest my own face spider venom?
How are you gonna harvest your own phase spider venom?
If I have something that can contain it, like a vial, whatever, a glass, whatever, really.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I think we're coming back to the issue of when you're in animal form, most animals don't have opposable thumbs, Samo. So
Yeah,
how
but-
are you gonna manipulate a vial to put your venom in?
I mean, I can I think this would make sense. I could just hold my venomous tooth thingy, whatever, and let some poison drip into it. I think that's reasonable.
I don't think you can manipulate a vial to be in the right place to cleanly do it. It wouldn't be effective.
If only Samo asked for help.
I was gonna say you could easily ask someone for help, but
I mean, I would do it for the ruined. So I mean, if he wanted it, I mean, I wouldn't use it myself because I mean, I can just turn to a spider and do it. But
the other thing is, where's Mo getting all these ideas for just randomly getting poison?
I mean, I would see you do stuff with the poison kit, right?
I mean, yeah, I suppose potentially over the first couple of days. Well, actually, no, not first couple of days. Probably third or fourth day.
Yeah, that's why I asked when you would do it. So, at that point, I would probably approach and ask.
and be like, we've only known each other for like a week now, but do you want to milk me?
You want to milk my poison out of my? Yeah.
You want to milk my glands, bro?
Okay. So, order of business then, though, first and foremost then. So, first couple of days, because Agis tells you on the first night, the ruined. Insight checks then from Agis and the ruined to kind of gauge where the crew's at.
I'm gonna inspiration mine. Yikes.
Most of the crew are not particularly talkative. They seem to be a hard-working crew that you get the impression, as far as you can tell, none of them are slaves. But none of them seem to be here by choice in the sense of this isn't a ship that you would choose to work on if you had options. So is there dissent amongst the ranks in terms of like wanting to overthrow their leader? No. Is there unhappiness amongst the ranks? Absolutely. But it's the kind of situation where it's like, if we don't have a captain, we don't get paid. That's the worst scenario than working for this asshole. So you can try different approach. Like, that's going to be your insight roll for the first couple of days. You can try other approaches on subsequent days, so you can like try and eavesdrop and what have you, which would be more of like a stealth roll, I guess. You could try and investigate to like try and like find, I don't know, secrets on the ship and what have you. So there are other approaches that we can take. So then you start practicing with the poisonous kit. Moog notices and asks you whether you want to milk him or not.
You want to milk me, bro?
Yes, sure. Why not? Could do with some poison. How'd you know?
I see while he's like fumbling with like the most poison shit.
All right.
Bob.
I'm imagining you're again maybe doing this on the lower decks, somewhat out
Oh.
of. There's not a
I mean-
whole. This is a small ship. There's not a lot of like private space, but there's like less busy spaces.
Yeah.
So you turn into a giant fucking spider, and mostly white, but with this distinct red going across like the back and belly, the fangs, and like the head area, as well as the bottom of the legs. The ruined. Can you give me a nature roll, and also Agis, you can decide whether you can witness this or not, because again, there's not a whole lot of like private spaces, and he's turned into a big fucking spider. So if you were on the same deck, you'd probably notice. So if you want to be there as well, you can also roll me a nature check. That's a nat 20.
That's a fucked up looking dog.
That is indeed a fucked up looking dog. But yeah, Ruin, you can also give me that nature check.
Is it a fey spider?
Ooh, I don't know if that will say on Moog's version of being a phase spider. Don't think so. Let me look up just normal phase spiders. What are they? Ethereal plane. No mention of the Fae. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Just because I thought Samo said before.
No, it is a face spider, not a fey spider.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phase.
phase.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, one second.
As in Phase clan. Sam's
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
clan.
Yeah, I love him.
That's why Sam.
That's a fucked up looking dog.
The Ruin's reaction is that's a fucked up looking dog. With a nat 20, 26 overall nature roll from Agis. Agis, you look at that, and phase spiders aren't supposed to look like that. Phase spiders, basically everywhere that's red on Moog should be blue on a traditional phase spider. So this is it's not a fucked up looking dog, it's a fucked up looking phase spider.
Interesting.
I like the coloring job, by the way.
Thank you. That's Photoshop and replace color.
It's very good. I like it.
Because I was like, you've written it in your backstory, it turns into a
Yeah,
red phase
yeah,
spider.
yeah.
I ain't just gonna have it be a blue phase spider.
I literally looked for 10 minutes looking for a nice, cool art, but I couldn't find one.
Wow, Samuel spent 10 minutes looking at spider pictures just to try and help save
Yes!
me the job of just
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
replace
see
color.
the fucking pain I'm going through?
Alright. I don't know what the role would be. I guess nature or survival to milk a spider of its venomous glands or poison. Venomous
Animal
glands.
handling?
Do I have Noryxius' thing up, man? Everything reminds me of him. But
Animal handling. I can see the argument. Animal handling, sure.
wow, bro.
Nice.
Is that a... No, it's not a big...
Give me those
Yeah, let's-
glands.
That isn't that
Those
20.
glad.
Yeah, that isn't that 20. Alright. Cool.
I don't know what type of spider it is, but I'm milking the fuck out of that thing.
Mo just gets a bit worried. He gets way too into it. He's like, bro, I just wanted to help, man. Like,
The Ruined is way too good at this.
So, you're being weird and making this sexual, alright? None of us ever made this sound or seem sexual or weird, and you're the one who's like, oh, Moog's enjoying this way too much right now.
listen, if I have to find a way to cope with spiders, let me do it my way, man. Let me just, like,
In my mind, the Ruin's like, it must just be like milking a cow, and he's like doing the same motion with the fangs.
Yeah, the
But
fangs
it
are
seems to be
just
working.
Yeah, the fangs are just super squishy. It's like just
Everett,
oozing out.
The same motion on the fangs, but it just seems to be working for some reason.
Like the other couple of people that are just in like the corner of the room, just in this quiet room, they're just like looking over, just like, what the fuck? And they're probably just thinking like, this dude is milking this spider way too well. How many spiders has he milked before?
Also,
it's in a similar pale bucket as well. Like.
Also, this fucked up looking dog was like an old man 5 seconds ago. Like, what the fuck, man?
So this isn't a actual item that already exists within the game. So I've just made it real quick.
Oh, space spider venom another thing?
I don't think so. I'll double check actually if it is.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Space?
No, not, at least not in my foundry. It might be already. Anyways, so I've made it in your inventory. Alex, it's phase spider's venom, so it's technically not a poison, it's a venom. Difference being poisons are ingested, venoms are injected or whatever. So something you can coat on your weapon, but not something you could pour into someone's mouth, essentially. Okay. You have 2 vials for that nat 20. And it just does the exact same poison that, effect that the phase spider's bite would be, which is, it's a Constitution saving throw, DC 11, so pretty easy to beat the Constitution saving throw. But then can take 4d8 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. If the damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour, even after regaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned in this way. I would say once you're proficient in poisonous kits, at that point you could maybe start doing other stuff with the venom. But for now, you just get it at its base value, essentially.
Cool.
Hey, we opened a little market. You can start selling the poison that you milked out of me.
We'll open up a shop and I'll just buy one say, I just need to get some more Prague. And then they'll just see me through a door, just see this old man turn into a spider and just see the ruin start milking a spider out the bag.
All the red has gone out of my guy's spider form. It's just all white. It's just completely drained. It's just almost
emaciated.
Dead.
I hate everything about this, and I blame.
This is what Tom.
Yeah, I was going to say I blame Tommy for using the phrase milking. It's all his fault.
Perfect. All right. Well.
All right.
Is this can this be a downtime-ish thing? Something we can do every day? I'm just asking. Or is there do you want there to be a cooldown of 3 days, 7 days, whatever? Or
I mean, there's technically no limit, and you would turn into a new version of a phase spider.
As long as I have a wild shape charge, of course.
Yeah. But obviously, if that's the downtime that you're going to do, that means that Alex can't pursue another downtime.
Oh, that's a good point. I guess I'll give Alex the option that this is you can do it if you want the poison.
Yeah, I think I'll be okay for a little while at least anyway, until I get proficiency with poisonous kit.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's nice to know that we have the option though.
Okay. So that's what, day 3. What are people doing?
Hey guys, I'm back.
Day 4 through 10 then.
I'd like to roll an investigation to look more into crew standings.
Okay.
Yikes.
Could I roll an investigation check to maybe see that they're acting weird? I'm not actively looking for it, but would I notice?
Or an insight check, I'd say.
Yeah. I guess not.
Still thinking about that time you got milked.
Listen, the rune gave me a good ass time. That's all I'm saying.
Never felt that way before.
You know, Miyazaki's famous quote, "Anime was a mistake."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why
Man
I'm
straight up
relating.
bust his website.
I'm just relating to that quote right now.
I honestly thought when I chose Druid, I was like, is there some weird shit gonna happen? Probably not, right? Well,
All right. Alex, what are you doing during the next couple of days?
Could I? I'll put up my hood and I'll have a snoop around the ship. I would like to roll stealth.
Okay.
oh,
Actually, I'll also ask Moog if he can do pass without a trace. He may have to come around with me, but I'll stick to shadows. He can just sort of walk around like, just looking like he's busy.
that will cost you something though.
Mm-hmm. Another
You need to
milking.
Okay, that's not what I asked for, but go on. I mean, Moke would definitely be curious why you would want to stick around the ship.
The ruined would probably just respond, "It's nice to know the lay of the land."
Is that so? Is pass without a trace concentration, or is it a buff?
Should say.
Um,
Also, I just found it really funny that with all the jokes of Alex's characters and milk through all the campaigns, and then there's him getting a nat 20 on milking something.
Yep.
all right, I'll cast pass without a trace. Boop.
Okay. You cast Pass Without a Trace. It is indeed a concentration spell. Lasts for 1 hour. So plus 10 to both of your stealth checks then, but you do both need to do stealth checks.
So
That
11.
is terrible.
But
I mean,
it's
it's 21.
I know, but bloody hell, I have a +7.
It's 18. Those are actually both not that good, but oh well.
So just out of pure curiosity, if you guys right-click your tokens, can you see that number in the bottom right of the UI?
I can
No.
no.
That's
I
fine.
can see my items and stuff.
That's where I can see your banked stealth rolls, but I just was wondering whether I had enabled it for you guys. But yeah, cool. So 21 and an 18. What are you trying to sneak about and do? Are you going to try and get to a specific area of the ship, or just kind of like eavesdrop on the crew?
I'm just following the ruined. I don't fucking know what he wants.
Oh wait, hang on. Do I get advantage on stealth because of my cloak? Will you wear this?
Oh, I think you
Wisdom
do.
made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks made to hide. Is that technically what I'm doing?
Essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, reroll. Worse.
Wow.
Hey, you've overtaken Tommy now.
I still keep the top one,
Yes,
don't
yeah,
I?
it's
though?
with
Yeah.
advantage, yeah, so I've put it back to 21.
Okay, cool.
I mean, 21 to 18 is still pretty fucking good.
Yeah, except one of them was a nat 1, so it would have been an instant fail.
Shh.
If he'd kept it. Cool, so yeah, is there any specific area of the ship you're trying to access, or just kind of general eavesdropping?
I mean, I guess Calum's already tried to sort of like get more of an insight on the crew, so I'm gonna snoop around and see if I can find any secrets.
So fairly reasonable that you maybe would end up trying to break into the captain's quarters.
I think if if I had tabs on the captain and I knew he was nowhere near and I could get in quickly, then yes. But I'd probably scout it out first, make sure it's
Cool.
clear.
I feel like this is probably not requiring putting you on the whole ass map that I have for the ship, just in case we get into a battle. I can if you want to, but it's probably not necessary. The captain's quarters are at the back of the ship on the bottom deck. There are two ways in. There is a door that is also adjoining the galley, so basically where anyone eating meals or drinking would be. Or the other place to get in is via a trapdoor on the main deck. But the main deck, that trapdoor lies pretty much directly behind where he will be sat if he's not in his quarters, so where he's watching his crew. He won't be looking at the trapdoor. You'll be behind him, but you'll need to get into close vicinity of him to be able to get in via the trapdoor, or, as I say, going through the galley.
Right. Are there any times in the galley where there are like nobody in there?
That would be a luck roll. And even when there's no one in the galley, there is the kitchen, which has like a window into the galley, where there would probably always be staff. Whether they'd notice you or not, because they'd be busy kitchening, is another thing entirely. But like, there is always the potential, even with a good luck roll, that someone might see you. So there's still going to be an opposed perception roll involved. It's just how good the perceiver is going to be at perception, essentially, is what we're trying to work out here.
I don't think I'm going to risk it,
Okay.
actually, just because, I could, regardless of whether I get seen or not, if the door's locked, I don't have any thieves' tools, and I could just fail miserably, so, it's just not worth the risk at the moment, I don't think.
Fair enough. In that sense, then, the ship is so kind of, small and open plan that really the only, secreted areas would be the captain's quarters or the first mate's quarters. But you could potentially, let's say, try and eavesdrop on the captain, or maybe pickpocket the captain, or something like that with those stealth rolls. Because again, the area where he kind of sits is at the back of the main deck, and there's no one. People will be looking his direction, but he essentially sits on a platform, like a stage, overlooking the deck. So you could be behind that stage and kind of out of view, and then you've got a 21 stealth roll. So.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. If it goes tits up, it goes tits up. I'll try and pickpocket him.
All right. There's going to be sleight of hand. I don't think pass without a trace gives any benefit to that.
Can I make one little suggestion before that?
Go ahead.
Because if this goes right, we don't have to pickpocket him. Is there any little hole or whatever a rat could crawl through?
I feel like that's reasonably likely, but it's still a luck roll. So roll me a luck roll, so just a d20.
Then I could just open the door from the inside. Yeah, I'll re-roll that. Yeah, fuck that. I don't have any inspiration after that, but yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, otherwise the ship is in pristine, brand new condition.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, sure. There's a hole that a mouse could crawl in through the galley, and then into the captain's quarters.
I'll do that whenever. Would this luck roll also include a time where there's no one in the fucking vicinity thingy, whatever?
Separate roll. I'll let Alex roll it if he prefers, if he's got inspiration.
Oh yeah, Alex, you do it. You do it.
I'm out of inspiration, so.
Still, you do it. I'm out of luck, I think.
Okay.
Just in case, by the way, this goes bad, I haven't long rested yet, so I'm gonna do that out.
Fair point. Also, Samo use a wild shape then.
Oh, true.
So there's not going to be a point where the galley is empty, but you can at least get into the captain's quarters to snoop around yourself, Moog.
True.
So
that being said, I mean, I've seen the Ruined do this, so I could definitely suggest this. You can just put a hair on me and see what I see, right?
That is very true. Yes.
Now we're
Good
thinking with weird Fey blood magic. Tell you what, this is not going to allow you to re-roll on the stuff you've just rolled, but I like this team working and puzzle solving that you guys are doing. Both have an inspiration point.
Hey. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing. The hair rat strat.
All right. So, yeah, Moog, if you haven't already used a wild shape charge, you cool. You turn into a rat. You crawl through a small hole in the galley wall into the captain's quarters. All right. Presumably turn. Well, I actually don't know. Do you turn back into human form to investigate?
Definitely, because I would assume everything's like normal human size height, so I don't actually see anything.
I was just wondering whether you were going to become like Sherlock Holmes, Stuart Little.
No. I would turn big.
Roll me an investigation roll then to investigate the captain's quarters.
Tough.
Pretty good.
Actually, that's not bad.
18, not bad at all. Okay, so first and foremost, you search for his quarters and you find some things clearly left over from a past life. For starters, he owns a whip.
How is that whip like super displayed, like proud thing, like?
Yeah, it's on a like nail on the wall, like not super proudly, but like it's put on a wall rather than like displayed, in a box or whatever. Out of interest, I don't know if we actually like explicitly stated this. Have we at this point filled Moog in on what you guys are doing, or did you just be like, I'm trying to sneak in here and then?
I just know that they want to get in there. That's why I put the hair on me, basically.
I would have only told the Ruined.
Fine. So you
to be fair, the Ruined wasn't necessarily lying before when he just said he wanted the lay of the land. But like, he didn't really give much more.
So you won't be able to make the connotation necessarily that the whip is because he was a slaver, but nonetheless, it's like that's an interesting weapon to have like displayed like that. You also find document. Shipping order of what they're basically delivering. The good news is there's no mention of the name Forvan on the shipping order. We finally did it. There's another mercantile company in the world. However, in these documents of like different trading supplies they picked up and what have you, includes also the trading routes. They did come through Arzamal.
Okay.
So it looks like when you guys got on the ship on Domask, which is kind of like northeastern section of the continent, they probably would have sailed all the way from Arzamal, all the way north, past the Eladrin and Elven Dwarven Kingdom, then back down south into Domask. So pretty long voyage at that point, but nonetheless they have come via Arzamal. Again, whether that actually stands out to Moog or not. I can't remember whether Moog's been told that you guys are opposing Arzamal or not either. But
I'm not even sure. Do I know that they're slaves?
Who knows? I can't remember what Moog knows.
I don't think Moog knows anything. I think at this point he just knows that the Ruined likes to milk spiders and fly on like eagles and shit. So
to be fair, I think he would at least know a little bit is weird with the Ruined, because you've got the manacles on your ankles and wrists, right?
I'm not sure if the manacles are the weirdest thing about a guy that's bleeding out of his eyes.
But nonetheless.
But yeah, I get it. Yeah, true. There's definitely
to be fair, the manacles are less pronounced now because obviously he's got armor on and everything, so it just kind of like fades into like the look, I guess. But he's still better.
The final thing you find is a diary. Now, Kakoa Savagejaw is actually a pretty damn intelligent guy, as you can tell from reading his writing, because he's got a fucking intelligence score of 18, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
I thought you said he's a barbarian. What
He
the fuck?
is, but I roll random stats and then I assign them sometimes randomly as well. So
Yeah,
he's got a fucking 18 in.
That's why he just sits there and like lords over people. Work smarter, not harder. Am I right?
Yeah. Jesus.
So he writes
Okay.
incredibly eloquently. Like it's neat handwriting and it's like it's written in Elvish. In fact, it's written in Elvish, not in Orcish. Does
That
Moog speak Elvish?
I was just. I don't.
Ooh.
Wait, that is so fucked up. I read Orc though. What the fuck?
Okay, no, it can be in Orcish then. It can be in Orcish. I was like, oh, he's eloquent. Let's maybe go with Elvish because I don't think Moog's gonna speak Orcish.
Let me read the diary of this sick Orc Elvish. What the fuck?
He's actually been really, really nice. He's written it in Elvish and then Orcish as well, just in case.
Dear diary,
Maybe
Ruffian
he's.
tried to pursue me, and I simply asked him not to. He said no, so I smashed his fucking face in.
It's like when you
Maybe
go to
still-
another country and you like take a little like handbook dictionary thing and you're like, Donde esta biblioteca? And then they just respond in perfect English and you're just like, oh.
Right. Maybe he's still learning Elvish.
Yeah, you open the diary and the first page is in Elvish. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then you flip it to the next page. You're like, oh, the rest of it's in Orcish. I guess that's just like him practicing Elvish. Like...
Yeah.
There we go. So it's in Orcish.
Hey, I can read that.
He details a lot of his personal thoughts. You gather the sense that this ship is not just a mercantile ship; it is a smuggling ship. So it is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Its operations. But he is not a slaver anymore, from what you can tell. That being said, there are multiple passages as you read through it that detail some of the things that he has done. Some of them a long time ago, and some of them much more recently. About, defeating enemies when they come across raiders or pirates who try and like steal their cargo, or sometimes when he's trying to enjoy a drink and someone pisses him off in a tavern. You get the sense from reading his internal monologue that this is a man who takes deep and perverted pleasure in hurting people, and that he's reined that in now, probably purely in terms of like managing his ship, purely because it gets him into like the right sorts of markets. But like, this is a man who enjoys hurting people.
So he can kind of fight it, but when he does, he enjoys the living shit out of it.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. I mean, the rune sees all of this. I would probably whisper and read it out, so he actually understands what the fuck is being like.
But the Ruined understood the first page, which was in Elvish. From
That's true.
Yeah.
He was
The
like,
rune was happy at the first page. He was
Dear
like,
diary, I'm going to try and learn Elvish. This is my attempt. And then towards the end, it's just like, fuck this is too fucking difficult.
Dear diary, I'm learning Elvish from this green parrot.
Anyways.
so yeah, to me this is, I mean, new information of course, but nothing too crazy, I guess. I mean, the rune can make out of it whatever he wants, I guess.
I mean, the Ruined is just like, he's just silently seething, basically, listening to it all.
I also want to very clearly state that I will try to not move anything, and if I do, I want to put it back perfectly as it was. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say that's a stealth roll to try and cover your tracks, because you at the very least would have moved the book to the diary to read it. So,
I'm going to give myself guidance, not pass without trace, because that wouldn't really make sense, I think.
Sure. And I'm just going to roll a... No, you know what? It's going to be against his passive perception for when he just enters his room, because he wouldn't be looking for anyone having broken into his room. It's an 18 overall.
Yeah.
Not
pretty
bad
good.
at all. We'll find out
yeah.
whether that beats his passive or not, but 18's passive is 10 plus your bonus, so probably.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, if you say that's everything, I guess I will leave.
Cool.
So red form again, charge gun, boom, and I'm outie.
All right, you get me back up with Ruin then.
So any information you could decipher from that?
Well, nothing too unsurprising. It just kind of solidifies my stance. Speaking of which, we should probably go and have a chat with Agis.
Sure thing.
I shall go and try and find Agis.
I will just waddle after, I guess.
All right. Won't be
With
very
that
difficult
stick.
to find Agis on this size ship, so you find Agis.
I'm wearing a red and white stripy shirt. And a hat. With a bobble on.
Where's Agis? Can't see him for all of the other crew wearing all of these white and red stripy jumpers and bobble hats.
Actually, they're all wearing like black leotards with like bones on them because it's nearly Halloween in the real world, so they're dressed up for the
Oh,
Halloween party.
spooky crew.
I realized that it was mistimed, and the spooky episode with the murdering monster on the ship was last session, and we might get to spooky stuff this session, or we might not. Who knows?
Maybe the murderous creature on the ship is us this time.
I mean, that would be fitting for D&D. Maybe the real monsters were the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. So we'll find Agis, and I'll just say, Agis, how have your investigations been going?
Not very fruitful. The crew doesn't seem to have much of a disdain for the captain other than, work conditions, but at the end of the day, they pay. They get paid, so...
Actually, no, don't worry. I was going to ask, like, would we have a sort of an idea of, like, how much someone would get paid on these types of ships? But seeing as we haven't been on many, I doubt really know.
Yeah, probably not. But you know that, like, a single gold piece is, like, a month's wage for, like, your average commoner.
Okay. I mean...
Meanwhile,
I'm not
you
doing...
guys complaining about only having a couple hundred gold each.
I mean, I'm not doing too bad for money. I could potentially pay off the crew if we were to do something.
Interesting.
Are you involving Fienzen in these conversations, by the way, just so I know whether he can chip in or not?
Oh, I completely fucking forgot about Fienzen, to be completely honest. Like, I love the dude, but, like, completely forgot. Just been off in my own little world, milking spiders and shit, like...
I mean, he could be around for this conversation, but he wouldn't have been privy to anything else before.
So basically the same level of info as Moog.
Yeah.
What exactly would it be that you'd be planning for if you were to pay off the crew?
Well... Moog and I have been doing a little bit of snooping. I think we should bring them in on it, Agis.
If you think that's right.
It helps to have allies. And it pays not to keep secrets from them.
Right you are, then.
seeing as it's linked to you, I'll let you explain.
Right. I'll get straight to the point. The captain of this ship. Yeah, the captain on the ship is basically a person I know previously. Namely, one of my kidnappers. Was supposed to send me somewhere far off, but instead sold me into slavery.
Got kidnapped.
I suppose we should have said this before, Moog. Most of us, the original ones, were at some point slaves.
I look surprised, but not like worried or anything.
Okay. So what, pay off the crew so that they turn a blind eye while you get your revenge? Says Fienzan.
You may not agree with this, Fienzan, but at the same time, 20 years is a long time. Even for an elf.
No, I get it. Question. Would it not be more beneficial to try and do this once we reach our destination? If things go south, even if we kill the captain, are any of us able to pilot a ship ourselves?
If I may, I'm not sure what the relations are between this orc and the rest of them, but aren't we on some kind of mission to convince them to help our cause? Isn't murdering one of them gonna, well, jeopardize that?
It's a smuggling ship, which makes it illegal. He's practically a pirate.
He might be smuggling for them, though.
Possibly. However, I don't think one missing orc will turn too many heads.
Well,
Also
sorry,
best to do it.
Sorry.
Also best to do it on the water, because once we get to land, that's a lot more people that will start looking in our direction.
That's what he was going to say anyway, so yeah, good point. Alright. But again, we take out the captain. Even if the crew are willing, do any of us know how to pilot a ship?
It doesn't seem like the captain's doing much of the work himself either, to be fair.
Okay.
And we'll pay them a lot more and be a lot nicer to them.
Okay.
How fast is the ship going currently?
Bro, I don't fucking know how many knots are...
Okay, actually, let me make this question a lot easier. Let's say someone falls off the boat. Just hypothetically speaking. Would they be able to catch up at all?
By swimming? No, absolutely not.
I would.
If the ship stops, then, you know, if you shout a man overboard, what have you, but...
I would also assume that the first mate has probably got sailing experience enough to pilot the ship.
My experience tells me anything. First mates and captains tend to have one of two types of relationships. Old friends with each other to the end, or first mate who's eyeing up the captain's position.
Oh. I am just judging it off of the icon, but the first mate is a young.
Yeah, Babby.
I want to say half orc.
No, he's actually, ironically,
Full orc?
he's a full orc, and Kakoa is a half orc.
Oh right, okay.
But
Either way, he's very young, yeah.
not super young. He's 33, but like,
Okay.
orcs can live up to 350 years. So,
Yeah.
for a full orc, he is young. Yeah.
It's actually a good point. Did the documents or the diary say anything about the first mate?
No.
Anything negative, positive? Nothing.
Well, no. The diary entries would mention that they are friends, but beyond that, like, he's not the focus.
Okay.
Kakoa's artwork reminds me a bit of what's his name, Azog from The Hobbit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can definitely see that. I think it's Diablo 4 concept art, but I'm not 100% sure.
It looks like Diablo stuff. Like the art style looks very Diablo.
Mm.
I mean, I throw him off the ship.
I can definitely cause an accident.
I could definitely murder him.
As could I, but I imagine Agis is probably the one who wants to deal the finishing blow.
It's not
I would have
guaranteed that my plan would work. Hmm. We still have a few more days to decide.
Alternatively, I could, well, in fact, I could perhaps do this alongside our plan. I could perhaps inspire a mutiny.
How so?
I have a way of disguising myself. I could disguise myself as one of the crew and start spreading rumors. False rumors about the captain. Perhaps cutting and running, or killing the crew after a mission, or something like that. Something to get, suspicions arising.
Always make it a dispute about pay. Probably the only thing these guys care about.
True. Say, I overheard the captain talking to the first mate about how they're going to take all the money for themselves.
Could definitely work.
Or I could even transform. What? Does the captain go back to his quarters at night?
He does, yeah.
Does he go anywhere else during the day? Or
He
does
would-
he stay on the main deck all day?
He would occasionally go to the galley to get food or drink, but pretty much always in that one place. And to be fair, normally when he needs food or drink, he'll probably send someone else because he's too lazy to get it himself.
What a dick. How many other people are there on the ship?
Oh
Like, how big is
boy,
the crew?
I'm gonna have to count crew members real quick. uh, Forty-one, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, including the captain and first mate.
Jesus.
It's a ship, man. They have lots of crew.
Okay, that's quite a lot of money that I'm going to have to pay out.
I would be happy to help pay.
Okay. I mean, it would probably like, say I gave them like 10 gold each. That's probably a pretty good amount for them.
You minus the captain and the first mate, 500 gold.
Yeah, not bad, really. I could do that. I think like close to a year's wages would probably be like pretty good for them. Gives them time to find other work, seeing as a captain's dead.
Especially since they're not super keen to be here anyway.
Yeah.
I'll. Well, if you are going to go with that plan, Ruined, let me know beforehand. I can give you some much-needed help for trying to persuade the crew.
In fact, just as a scale, this is from the Dungeon Master's Guide. Modest social income, so soldiers with families, labourers, students, priests, hedge wizards, etc., would probably earn around about 300 silver, so 3 gold a month. But their expenditure would be close to that amount anyways, so net profit-wise, you're probably looking at around about 50 silver.
Oh, okay.
So less than what I originally said. A gold a month is actually more than your average profit for a modest income household per person. So I guess,
so $10
what I said would actually be true for like a married couple, but like a single person working a normal job like a soldier would probably be ending up with 50 silver of cash for them to save up for whatever they want, sort of thing.
So 10 gold up front is like pretty damn good then.
Yeah. Puts it into perspective every time fucking Sorrows is like, I'm gonna tip the barmaid 10 gold. You're like,
Yeah, before we do any of this, I would like to take a short rest though. I'm just saying, you can continue talking, but
as I say, we don't have to do it now.
Into a hammer.
We've still got days.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all happening on, what, the 4th day, I think, of the 10 days before the first encounter of the journey happens, so...
I don't know if I should turn into a crew member and, like, talk to other crew members, or if I should wait for, like, a time where maybe the captain isn't in his usual station, and then turn into the captain and, like, say something within earshot of a crew member.
That's a spicy idea. The second one.
I'll leave that.
The second one is definitely spicy.
We have multiple days to do it and like build up a rumor mill.
Not gonna
True.
lie,
I mean, yeah.
The second option is, I think, even safer, because there's only 2 ways this can go. Either you say some bad shit as the captain and anger the other ones, or the other ones say, yeah, the captain said something bad about me, even though the captain knows he didn't, and then the captain gets upset with them in return. So there's only really good outcomes for us if you do it that way.
True. Unless the captain rolls an insight on the guy that's like, I swear, you said this. And then he's like, yeah, actually, I believe you, so that means there's someone else on board that's fucking around.
I mean, he probably doesn't trust his crew that much. I think he would... I don't think he would instantly think about, okay, someone took on my appearance. I think he would rather think that guy's just a dumbass, right? That's probably the closer...
Well, I think
he's intelligent. You read his diary.
That's actually a good point. But...
He is intelligent, but I feel like the
Is
best
he
thing to
wise?
do is to basically disguise yourself as like different crew members and slowly build up almost like a rapport of rumors to the point where once they do confront him, it's just pure confusion of what's been said by who and when. So he can either try and deny them, but if you build up a big enough one, is the whole 50 crew going to believe the captain?
Yeah, true.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, right.
Basically, just causing dissent in the ranks, and even if the captain's like something funny's going on here, like multiple like disguising and stuff like that, it's not gonna like be able to be pinned on one person.
Yeah.
Hey, Aegis, how
What are
did
you
you
laughing at,
describe your outfit earlier in the ship?
On the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, red and white stripes.
Yeah, I just opened one of the crew members' character sheets,
Yeah.
and the artwork is them in a red and white shirt. I was like, oh.
Is his name Waldo by any chance?
No.
I was right.
Ah.
The rest of the crew were wearing them.
Yeah, so if the Ruined is going to do that, I will definitely assist with him by casting spells on him.
Same. I'll cast guidance. Also, I'll take a short rest. Fuck you.
No one objected to you taking a short rest.
I'm doing it. You can't stop me.
Okay.
No, get up, Mo. It's time for your milking.
No! Not the milking.
So yeah, I don't know what you're gonna want the Ruin to roll in that sort of sense, but
to sow deception, essentially.
yeah.
Feels like to me it would be a deception check,
Mhm.
but with various buffs from all the different things that are going to be going on. So you're going to be disguising yourself as a crew member.
Yeah, with disguise self.
Okay, I don't think that inherently makes the role, like, it's not going to give you a buff necessarily, but it's probably going to mean that they're going to have a higher DC to insight you, because there's not really much, like, they're not going to be suspicious of you if they're like a crew member they've known for years. So that's fine. That's kind of just your in, is that. Guessing guidance from Moog.
Feel yourself guided.
Cool. And what shenanigans are you doing, Agis?
I will be casting Enhance Ability on the Ruined and giving him Eagle's Splendor, which allows him to roll advantage on any charisma checks.
Oh.
We're just cracking
yeah.
him up. He's just on crack at this point.
Alright. You touch, and this kind of purple glow comes from Aegis's hand as he touches your shoulder, and you bestow upon him this magical enhancement. As your hand comes off, there's this faint outglow of like an eagle silhouette on the ruined shoulder before that dissipates. And yeah, you're going to have advantage on the persuasion checks. Oh, sorry, on the deception checks. With a plus 1d4 on top of that.
Very nice.
Cool.
Power of friendship, baby.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I'll basically do that anytime the Ruin's going off and trying to sow deception.
Cool.
Same.
Alrighty then. Go and do your deceptions.
Did we already say how many times we were doing it?
I'm not going to put like a specific limit on it. Let's just say 3 rolls and we'll take the kind of like... so 17, sorry. So yeah, we'll do 3 rolls and just take that as like a general mapping of it. But you can have advantage and plus 1d4 on all of them. So 17
Cool.
is the first one.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. For one of these, I might have a potion of some sort that I can give him to buff him even more.
Damn.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I'm about to become the most deceptive man alive.
Oh no, god damn it. It just grants the same thing. Which means that wouldn't really give him an extra bonus, would it?
No.
No. Bastard.
So 16 on that second one.
Is guidance a 1d4?
Yes.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So
Oh, yeah,
I've
sorry.
rolled the one.
Yeah, I don't know why I added a plus 1 to that, as if you'd already rolled. 17 overall. So 17 and a 17. And then your
Not
first
too
roll.
bad.
Yeah, I have a potion of liquid luck, but that just does the same thing again.
And a 16. Okay.
Pretty consistent.
Not bad.
Okay. So that's to kind of like cover the period of you doing this. How much are you spreading this out? Is this over the course of the day or several days or?
So I can only do like disguise self once per day.
Okay.
And I don't think I can like once I turn into someone, I don't think I can like bonus action to change into someone else or anything.
Right.
So I'll maybe do this over the space of 3 days. It lasts 1 hour. I'll basically throughout those 3 days try and go to like maybe 2 or 3 different people, and like sort of like spread a rumor. Each day I'll go as someone else as well, so it looks like multiple people are like saying they're like hearing things and stuff.
Okay. What rumors are you spreading? Is it just like they're gonna steal your money or?
Yeah, like at the end of this job, like they're actually not going to pay us, and they're saying about how they're you know, like basically gonna take the money and run. Maybe I'll tell a couple of different people that you know, the maybe even the first mate is like they overheard the first mate trying to like I don't know, like maybe they heard something from the first mate about the captain as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like the crew being like, I overheard the captain, you know, like it's multiple people overhearing different things, basically, as Calum said, to like try and sow confusion and distrust amongst everyone, but mostly the captain and the first mate.
Okay. Cool. Those insight rolls on your deceptions failed, so they believe
Nice.
Now that's pretty swag.
What would you guys be doing? At this point, we're looking at... Oh god, maths. The 8th day, I think, of the journey. And what would you guys be doing around about midnight on the 8th day? So end of the 8th day, beginning of the 9th.
I'd probably still be up.
Would you be anywhere in
At what
particular on
time,
the
sorry?
ship? Midnight.
Somewhere quiet that I could probably brew some potions, because I haven't done that yet.
There's not really anywhere quiet, but the galley would probably have the best access to tables and such like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remind me, we don't actually have to work on the ship, right? We're just
No, you paid
passengers.
for passage, yeah.
We paid for passage, so...
Okay, yeah, then I would probably also be awake.
Yeah, the ruin would probably also be awake, just sort of like winding down, tinkering with his like poisonous kit.
Okie doke. So you're probably near a hammock then, the ruined? You're winding down?
Yeah.
Agis, then. You were tinkering with cook's utensils, was it, sorry?
Yeah. Unless I can make potions and use the cook utensil shit on my downtime.
One of the two, I'm afraid.
Okay, so it'll be cook's utensils, because it's the 8th day.
So. God. Fucking. This should. It was working when I was testing everything, and now it's just being a fucking pain. Fine, we'll leave it like that. So, You then would start to hear a commotion, Agis. And funnily enough, you're in the perfect room for this. Since the others aren't in bed, they would also start to hear this, but probably a little bit kind of less immediate of a reaction because it's not happening in the room you're in. Which is that suddenly you start to hear people all heading below deck, so coming in through ladders and such like, just outside the door where the Ruined and Moog are resting, coming down ladders and filing in to the galley here. You can all make me perception checks.
Wow.
Damn, for me on someone's 3D, I scored a nat 20.
You seem to be having all sorts of weird desync stuff today.
Yeah, I always do, to be fair.
Well, you don't always. Might have been
Well,
having
I
them
do
recently.
half the time, like, you probably just don't see me, but I'm restarting my Foundry quite often.
What browser did you use?
Opera GX?
Cleared your cache recently?
No, I should probably do that.
I was gonna- I can't be bothered to move anymore. That's going to be enough. So,
As everyone moves out, can I also follow?
yeah.
Don't mind if I diddly do. That's
Well done. Haven't had that in a little bit.
that was one of the moments of all time. Hello. I'm old dude.
Ruined, you staying in your hammock?
No, I'll get out. So where's everyone gone, sorry?
To the right.
Alright. There's clearly a commotion as several of the crew members are like yammering, they're talking amongst themselves, some of them are shouting. Some of them seem to be shouting at each other. There seems to be just disorganization. Some of them seem to not believe what they've heard. Others are like, we demand answers now. And then one of them says, the hell with this. We want answers. We'll get answers right this fucking minute. And he's going to start banging on this door.
Yeah, he's dead.
Whoa.
Just imagine like a Looney Tunes thing where he's like on the door handle just going,
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
in.
imagining I'm imagining his body just going flying back, crumpling into the table as the door goes with him.
eventually though, after a few moments, what is it? The sailor in question clearly like takes a couple of steps back as this behemoth of a half-orc opens the door, and you realize that whatever bravado he had a moment ago is quickly evaporating. Any of you doing anything, or are you just gonna let this play out?
I'm
I'm
watching.
Play out for
Just watching for now. Poor little Agis, look how close he is to all this.
He chose to sit there.
Funnily enough, I didn't choose to sit here.
I just placed you next to that stool. You put yourself in the stool. Yeah, he takes a couple of steps back, and then Kakoa steps fully into the doorway. Large gathering. Clearly, a lot of you should either be up deck rowing Or you're not so tired. If it's the latter, mayhaps I have jobs you can be doing right now. So, you can either head to bed, or you can get to work. But if you stop me from getting my rest, we're gonna have a problem. One of the other people then calls out and says, I heard you're not gonna pay us. You've done this before. Yeah, says another one. Samael said that. This guy turns around, startled, and looking at the guy who just said that, like, wide-eyed. Like, I never said that. Did you now, Samael? So it's a wages dispute, is it? Other than Samael, anyone else been spreading foul rumors? He says, leaning so that his head is kind of eye level with Samael. What? It's not just the crew, says this guy in the back here. Yerk's been saying it too, your first mate. I'm gonna make him do an insight roll.
Oh no. He's smart, guys. Watch out.
Insight's not int, it's whiz.
Oh yeah. Dumb fuck.
That's disappointing. Well, where I'm from, when we had people dissent against the captain, call for mutiny, there's only one way to deal with it. And with that,
Oh.
he, in one swift motion, unhooks both hand axes from his waist and slams both of them into the head of Samael.
After this happens,
Hold on.
because I assume. Oh yeah, okay.
Samael takes 23 damage and he's very much dead.
Hey, rest in peace. I almost would have written down your name, man.
I mean, it would have been easy for you to remember, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, Samael's body just kind of goes limp as Kakoa's hand axes are just embedded in the top of his skull. And then Kakoa just goes, and the body falls limp. So, who else has a problem with their wages?
I'm gonna. Can I try and do something to like throw my voice?
You can. I just want to quickly. Samo was going to
Yeah.
ask something before. So Samo, what were you going to do? Or say?
No, I'm revoking my right to do something. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to try and like throw my voice and just sort of like say, like, like, Samael was right. This proves it. The captain's not looking out for us.
Oh, that's actually a good one.
So to throw your voice so it sounds like it's coming from somewhere else, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a performance check.
Ooh. I'll like tap Moog, give me guidance.
I'll give him a 5. I'm like, bam.
Yeah, I can't really do anything for where I am, bud. Sorry.
Get guided.
You've probably been splattered by the blood, though, Agis.
Yep.
Decent.
That was nearly.
That's
about
not
20.
terrible.
15 plus a D4, though.
Not bad.
18. 18's pretty
18.
fucking good. He does not detect that it was you.
Nice.
Now roll me... no, actually no, we'll keep this as the 18 performance check. Yeah! Shouts another one. I've had enough of this guy. He can't take all of us, shouts another person.
What did this guy
Kokoa,
get there?
he's an orc who is come in late and stood behind you. As you turn around and notice him,
Just standing there,
your eyes
menacingly.
catch his eyes, and he clearly notices, he knows what the ruin just did. You can tell that from the way he's looking at the two of you.
And is he doing something about it actively?
It just shuts the door.
His hands are on his weapons. Anything more than that, you're going to need to roll me an insight.
Quick, boys.
I'm a wise motherfucker. What's this?
Mo turns around. I'm gonna pay you 100 gold just to fuck off.
You are indeed a wise motherfucker. With a 21, his hand is going to the base of his great axe that's strapped to his back. And he is preparing himself for a fight, but not with you, and not with the ruined.
Ooh.
Hey.
Go on, Oric, kill him! Do it for us!
As the guy shouted out, he can't take all of us, Kokoa goes, you're right. Some of you will need to row. And he's going to, as initiative pops off, he's going to do this as his bonus action during his turn, but I'm just going to tell you what he's going to do just so you know. He's entering a rage.
Yeah. Figured that out.
Is there any chance that you would let me roll for me to do something before that?
You didn't call it, so I'm going to say it's down to initiative, I'm afraid,
Okay.
bud.
Alright, that's fine.
As I say, his rage is not going to pop off until his turn. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that that's what he's going to do, and I'm going to trigger it now, but for all intents and purposes, he's not raged just
Okay.
yet. Okay.
I'd say this went pretty well, lads.
Yeah.
I mean,
far,
there's
so
still a lot of crew for him to mow down first, so, you know.
That's a good way to think about it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. That's pretty good.
You gotta remember the crew's on our side. Sammo.
Yeah, but still, I got fucking bombarded. Is that how it feels to get a fucking 9th level fireball up your ass? Jeez. And like this one random pirate deck wizard getting a 21. Fucking cracked up the wazoo.
Oh yeah, I forgot that a pirate was involved in this. The good thing that they're all on your side, because some of these, like, I don't think a pirate deck wizard's super high challenge rating, but like the challenge rating 1, but you know, enough of those are still
Spells, yeah.
yeah, enough of those are still a problem.
Is this the dude that gets Storm Sunder? Sardok Goldtooth?
Who's to say, man? I didn't expect you to recognize any names, but who's to say, man? Alright. So, yeah, this pirate deck wizard then is going to cast a spell. And she's going to open up with a Melf's Acid Arrow.
Oh, that's a good spell.
We love some ass arrows.
Unfortunately, an 8 is a miss.
Damn.
He just cleaves the axe out of the way with cleaves the arrow out of the way with his axe. Moog, your turn.
I'll do the special move called person. Fuck you, bitch.
Alright. Fuck, I told you he wasn't very wise. I shouldn't have done that. He nearly rolled a 15, but he didn't. He is held.
Fuck you,
Oh,
bitch.
fuck, I applied that to the wrong person.
No, I paralyzed the wrong person.
just straight up Neville Longbottoms a man.
Give me 1 second, I'll go fix that.
I'll just remind everyone that every melee attack against this person is now crit.
Is it?
I'm not sure I like Samo playing a druid. He's too smart as a druid, like coming up with his moonbeams and his.
I mean,
and his
it's not even just a druid, man. He's played martial characters like every single time, and he's now playing a spellcaster.
Yeah, and he's
what
pretty
it is.
good at it, and like, I don't like it. No,
It's what I was saying to Tommy. I was saying like martial abilities are really cool and they're great, but there's something about spellcasters and just the ability to interpret spells how you want, and like what you can get away with is just so good.
I remember in Fates and Ties, Stratos was like on the mast of a ship while you were fighting an opposing ship, and you were just like raining down fucking fireballs down at the deck below, and just being like, yeah, you hit 10 people because like.
I love my martial classes. Like I love them to bits, but like Artificer, I feel like is a very good mix for me because like Artificer has so many like fun spells that sometimes like you don't think are gonna be inherently like useful, but when you actually get them like down and you pull them off, they're so fucking fun. And it makes me really want to play another spellcaster, but every single time I think about it, I'm like,
But a blood hunter.
Blood Hunter.
Alright, Mo, you reach out your hand though, you Pontificus Totalis, but legally distinct, and he suddenly goes completely rigid. You can see that like when someone's paralyzed through a hold person, they are able to like slightly still strain, so you can see that he's like trying to fight it, but yeah. Unless you're doing anything else. Sorry, Mogi, you doing anything else in turn?
I'm laughing evilly.
Alright. This guy suddenly chants his axe on you. No. Agis, your turn.
Hey Pete,
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think I know what you're gonna do. Oh no. Oh no.
Maybe.
He's got a new dagger. Oh.
So
You do
Pete,
have a new dagger, yeah, that's true.
I would like to use a bonus action to pull rope out of my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to? Because by the sounds of this, if it's technically an instant crit on an attack, could I tie the rope to his waist or something or like a leg or something for free?
Sure.
Excellent.
I
would
don't
like
know
to do
where
that.
you're going with this, but I don't like it.
I'd like to do that. Is that going to be
That'll be your action.
my action? Yeah.
You're essentially grappling him, but with rope, but yeah.
Okay. That is
Where are
my
you
turn
tying
then,
it?
I
Sorry.
guess. Ideally somewhere where he isn't going to be able just to untie it if he does unhold person. So I'm thinking
Okay.
maybe like the legs.
So you tie his legs together.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that they're not perfectly together. Like he was standing in like.
Well,
a
I mean,
combat
I've got
stance.
50 foot, so
But you can tie it so that he's still gonna
Yeah.
have trouble. Yeah,
yeah. And I guess that'll be my turn.
yeah. Okay, he is restrained. All right. This one's gonna run over here and shout, "For Samael!" And they're gonna try and jump over this stall and hit him with a light hammer as they go by. So, I feel like they still have to roll to hit, but with advantage, but when they hit, it's an automatic crit, right?
I
With whole
think
person.
that's how it works. I'm not. Wait, let me read real quick.
She rolled a nat 20 anyway, so...
Oh my god.
Well,
Triple damage.
Not quite how that works, but she did also roll 2d4 on the damage die, so okay, she rolls d4 for the damage, but still max damage on both. So 11 damage he takes. He's not raging
God
yet because he is hell-personed, so...
I mean, wait, wouldn't his rage run out next turn because he hasn't hit anyone?
Wait, it didn't start yet. It starts on his turn if he gets to trigger.
Oh, it starts on his turn.
I was just
right,
saying that,
because
like,
I
for
thought
like
you...
fluff, he was
Yeah.
going to like he screams in a rage, but like technically he didn't get to activate it yet. So
also you were right. It's advantage and then every crit hit. Every hit.
Every
crit.
hit crits.
Yeah.
but as I say, she rolled a nat 20 on the hit anyway.
Yeah.
So all right, hearing the commotion though, Yerk Stonebite slams this door open, runs in, sees the commotion, and what's he gonna do?
Hey, more XP. Just walk through the door, guys. Hey.
Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm an
Oh, you're
asshole.
not gonna fireball us. Fuck.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, he has no spell slots apparently. Let me quickly fix that. He has Sanctuary, so he casts Sanctuary. Alright, he has warded his captain from attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature of an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. This is done. That's a bonus
is that
action.
concentration?
It is not a concentration, apparently.
Oh.
How long does that last then?
1 minute. And that's
Oh.
also a bonus action, so you can still do something else.
Wait, Sanctuary is crazy. What?
It's pretty good. Obviously,
Yeah.
the spell save DC is variable, so there's that.
Oh,
one,
okay.
but- And then he's
Is the captain still restrained and stuff though?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, still held.
Oh, okay.
You just can't. You can target him. You just need to pass a save to do so. That's probably the best class. That's going to hit 5 people. And then this is a cantrip, so he can do it. He then utters a divine word, and a burning radiance erupts from him. Each creature of his choice that he can see within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to roll for all the same type, essentially. So the bosuns are going to make 1 con save, and then the sailors, first mates are going to make 1 con save. Otherwise, we'll be hit all day with these sorts of spells. So the bosuns fail, the first mates succeed, so... no damage to the first mates, but the bosuns all take 6 damage.
No.
Gold 2's turn. He's going to push past you, Moke. And he's not in range. Hold on, does he have unarmored movement? He does have unarmored. He's within range. He's all good. He's also a barbarian. He's gonna rage. Look at him rage. There he goes. He rages.
Rawr.
And also, another thing happens when he rages.
Ooh, Tubby's a storm barbarian.
No, he is not. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was really confused by that. As he roars and charges up to this guy, a series of multicolored and protective lights start to emanate around him. And he has a bonus to his AC. Because he's a wild surge magic.
Oh no!
Oh god! Oh hell no!
What an absolute mad lad!
That's the aura where the lights are. Cool.
Absolute aura.
Indeed. .22 will hit this guy. What? Is his great axe also balked? Oh, great axe is always two-handed. Never mind, I'm dumb. Battle axe is the one that you can versatile. Oh, I'm also dumb. I rolled the attack again. Whoopsie. So that is 14 damage to Yuck Stonebite. Yuck Stonebite is dead.
The fuck?
Holy shit.
He's level 1 guy.
What the fuck?
Us sitting there being like, damn, that first mate might be a problem.
I thought it would be really funny just to throw a first mate at you guys who's just a fucking wet blanket. I'm just double checking though. I don't think that actually dispels Sanctuary. Because it's not a concentration or anything.
Well, hopefully a crew member will just waste their attack on Sanctuary instead.
I'm just going to double check that because I feel like it should dissipate, but it doesn't say it does. I found a fix to my woes, by the way, with D&D Beyond being a shit website, which is to use it on Mozilla Firefox, because that doesn't detect the same issue that Google Chrome does for me.
Oh, right. When it comes to spells, there's no concentration. If the caster dies, it should dissipate.
I feel like that's correct as well, and it doesn't say one way or the other, but yeah, I feel like it makes sense for it to dissipate. So he's no longer not guidanced, warded, whatever. So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what we've done before when I've played casters and I've got them unconscious.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So.
Problem is, the area that he's in is pretty hard for people to get to, so... And a lot of these people don't have range attacks, so...
I mean, he's also been held and now bound.
Yeah. She's going to move up to there and then double move around to here, and that's going to be her turn. Where the fuck is this pirate person? Oh, over there. You know what? This person was in the room with Yuck Stonebite and just saw him run out the door and then get killed. She's going to flee and she's no longer part of combat.
Bye-bye.
The Ruined, it's your turn. Just give me 1 second and I'll make it your turn. There we go.
I mean, I don't really know what Agis has planned, so I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna walk over here and sort of lean against the table and just kind of watch and stay close by in case I'm needed.
Okay.
In fact, I'll hold my action. If he breaks out and tries to attack someone, I'll hit him.
Cool.
Can I do that from there, actually? Oh, yeah, Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to hold my action to hit him from here, but yeah, I'll just wait.
Okay. Kakar, his turn. He can't do anything on his turn until the end of his turn, when he can try and then stop the held person by making another wisdom saving throw. It was DC 14, right, Samo?
Yes, 14.
He is still held.
It's a simple spell, but quite unbreakable.
Hell yeah, Samo. Welcome to the big brain spellcaster club.
Yes. I embrace it.
The most unhinged shit me and Samo can get away with, man, is gonna be great.
This guy's just gonna shout, "Got him!" And that's gonna be his turn, because again, awkward location to get to. Do sailors have any ranged weapons? They have a crossbow. Hey, look at him. He's come prepared. He's got a crossbow. He's gonna shoot a guy. Look at him. He's gonna shoot a
Hell
guy.
yeah.
He's definitely not gonna roll on that one and hit his bosun friend in the back. Look at him. Look at him.
And
Look
he
at
got
him go.
advantage.
I don't think he has advantage. Oh, he does have advantage.
He's paralyzed.
He just doesn't get the crit if he hits.
Yeah.
It's not a melee attack. Well, I rolled a 10 on the first roll and a nat 1 on the second roll.
Wow,
So he missed, but I guess a good thing
Yeah.
it wasn't the second roll. Same thing with this person. They're just going to shout some jeer about, we basically got mob justice going on over here, and people are shouting in support while not necessarily participating. So they'll come back around to the top of the turn order. The deck wizard's turn.
Cast Wish.
Challenge rating 1, man.
Hey. It's never stopped the man. I mean, probably, but...
Oh, whoopsie. That missed. Melf Acid Arrow should have still done damage to him. Should have done
Oh,
half
yeah.
damage. So 7 additional damage to him. And then she's going to Melf Acid Arrow him again. Because why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? That will hit. Get Melf Acid Arrow. And now they're going to take 4d4 of damage. So another 10 points of damage. Moog, your turn.
I'll do the same as the ruin did. I'm gonna... Bing bong. Walk over here. And I'll end my turn.
Oh wait, where the fuck is Fienza in all of this? Whoopsie.
Man's reading.
Bros.
He just stumbles through the door like, ugh. Oh yeah, so lovely. What's going on? Oh, we're doing the murder thing. Gotcha. Add him to the turn order. Sorry, Alex no longer has to feel bad about forgetting him, because I also forgot about him. Alright, so yeah, Moog, is that your turn? Samo? Samo,
Yeah.
is that your turn?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, that's my turn.
Agis, your turn.
Excellent. I, Pete,
Mm-hmm.
would like to cast a spell on him.
Okay.
How this is going to work, I'm not sure, because technically he's held, but it's a Constitution save. So
Okay.
how's that going to work?
What's the spell, and then I can make a decision.
I'm going to cast Levitate on him.
The fuck?
Okay.
Oh, actually, that being said, would disarming him of his weapons be a bonus action? Because he's held?
I'm going to say it's still an action, especially because he
Still
can
an
have a
action?
death grip on them. It's essentially like
That's
rigor
annoying.
mortis, so...
That's annoying.
I'm going to say he can make a con save, but with disadvantage. for this
Okay.
spell.
That's fine.
Oh.
I'll do that then, I don't really care.
13 is a fail.
Excellent. As he starts to float, I will turn to the crew and say, "Gentlemen, your captain is incapacitated.
Oh, fuck.
Not only has he done an injustice on you, but on me as well. I suggest we keel-haul him."
Oh, you're fucked up. Real quick for the others in the call, do any of you not know what keel hauling is?
I do not know what a keelhaul is.
Yeah, no, neither.
There's a fucked up form of punishment which involved throwing rope under the boat,
Mm-hmm.
and then the person
Oh.
attached to it, which would drag them along the bottom of the boat
Where all of like the
where all the
Barnacles.
barnacles and sharp objects are.
Yep. And one of the most brutal execution scenes in television history, in my opinion, is a certain famous pirate in Black Sails has that done to them. I'm not going to say who for spoilers. And it happens to him about 8 times, and you see it in full real time.
Yep.
Fucking brutal. Also, Alex, you were on mute
So-
when you commented because I saw your mouth move, but you're still on mute, I think.
Were you talking to me? Sorry.
Well, no, I was just like saying that, but I saw your lips move as if you were saying something.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, Ellie's in the room next to
Ah,
me.
gotcha. Sorry.
So I now basically have not only is he currently held, but he's now basically a balloon.
Yep.
So I'm assuming I wouldn't get any,
You'll float too.
I'm assuming you wouldn't get any disadvantage from moving him about like a balloon.
Not disadvantage, just like slowed
Oh, like-
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowed movement, really? That's levitating. There's no weight to him.
Yeah, no, fair point. No slowed movement. Fuck it.
Excellent. I hope you can keep this up, though. Because it's going to be pretty hard if he starts moving around while I've got his legs bound.
As a little pro tip, if you just go to the other end of the ship, there's like an open entrance for you to throw him over the board if you want to. It's like
What end of the ship, sorry?
all the way
Oh,
on the left.
Ah.
Oh, on the left.
Is this the rear of the ship or the front if I'm heading that way?
This is the rear.
Right.
This is the front, and that's also got a big opening for you on this deck, so you don't even need to go up decks or anything. It'll make sense when you get there.
This way, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and then I'll start heading in this direction. Hopefully people agree that that is going to be a very fitting form of punishment. If you'll allow me, I'll get in
Yeah, you
between
can
them
just
two.
push through people, that's fine.
Thank you, Samo, for making him paralyzed.
I got you. All it took was a second level spell slot, man. I got you.
I just hope we can keep this up.
If that's the case, then people will stop trying to wail on him and just kind of like follow you, chanting, cheering. You know, like any mob murder justice scene, but the one that for some reason has sprung to mind is the scene from the Simpsons movie when they all show up at the Simpsons house with their pitchforks.
Oh yeah.
That is
I bet
basically
you
what's
Tom's
going on
gonna
in
be
this
so
room.
sad that he's missed this, man.
I mean, I've got some fun stuff planned for Tommy as well, but yeah, Theanzen will, who has just like drawn his swords as he's ran into the room, just go, all right, and he will sheath the dagger but keep the rapier out just in case things go bad, and he will wait for you to take the lead because he imagines that you'll probably want to take the lead.
I'm currently at the moment, we'll see.
Goldtooth will simply move up. The ruined your turn.
Oh, no, bad. My bad.
Oh, I'll just start following along, I guess. I want to see this.
Okay. It's his turn. He gets to, at the end of his turn, make a wisdom saving throw. So it is the end of his turn, so he can't do anything else if he breaks out, but so close to a 15. But it wasn't. It's a fail. He's still paralyzed.
It's a simple spell, but quite.
It's not even that difficult to beat. It's just like keep rolling like shit with him, and he's only got a +1. Don't think you'll get away with this with every. I actually like. I'm like joking that I'm mad about this, but this is genuinely awesome. Like even if he breaks out, it's still such a fucking awesome idea that I kind of don't want him to break out, but it's whatever. If it happens, it happens. We'll roll with the punches, but.
I just need to be back quickly. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yep. I take it you'll follow us.
Do we meet?
He already said he was following, so I'll.
Oh, you mean yeah.
All right, Moog, your turn. Doing anything?
Nah.
Okay.
No, actually, it's not a. Yeah, it's not a thing. Yeah, but no, I don't think so. Actually, I'll move up, considering I know that we're gonna move this way, but yeah.
Agis, your turn.
I'd like to double move, please.
I'm imagining, like, just as well, you know, you've seen Dune Part 2, right?
Yeah.
So you know when Paul Atreides has, like, his I am now the fucking chosen one walk towards the end, where he's like, doesn't matter what I was trying to stop myself from becoming, I have become this, and people worship. That's kind of you with this whole, like, fucking horde of people cheering behind you, just, like, levitating a fucking paralyzed orc to execute him. It's a big power moment for Agis, man. He's been powerful for a while, but obviously like Agis has gone through some fucking shit. Yeah. This is probably quite cathartic for you.
As soon as you were like, this guy's the guy that did this, I went, I already have an idea for an accident when he's on top deck, which is just to make him levitate and then just slowly sail past him. Like as he's just in the air as we just sail past.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't work because you haven't been to the top deck yet on this map, but the top deck does have a roof over it.
Ah,
but I love
it's
that.
so funny to watch this guy just.
Yeah, I think this map is supposed to be like a Chinese ship design or something, so it's one of those ones that has like a roof over it sort of thing. But yeah, no, I love that idea. Anyway, so you've double moved.
Yep.
People start to move along. The ruin will keep up as well. His turn again. Can he break free? Is he breaking free? Because he is soaring, he is flying, bearing a star in heaven that he can't reach. Except for all of them, because he's currently paralyzed. But beyond that, that is a 4 on the dice. He is paralyzed.
I have become deaf.
Yeah, Moog real quickly was just on board with the key hauling this motherfucker as well. Like,
listen, if my new buddies have a reason to do some fucked up shit to someone, listen. I mean.
Yeah, but Moog was just along for the ride, and now he's like, oh, these guys are pretty chill.
Yeah. Damn, you do fuck up shit like this? Yeah, let me fuck around for a bit.
Is it this you were talking about?
Hmm?
Is it that you're talking about?
No, you can keep going further than that. I mean, you can dump him in there if you want to, but there's a big opening at the front of the ship.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. Deck Wizard. Rogue, your turn.
Bing bong. That's me.
Agis.
Because it was 50 foot of rope, I've got like the bundle probably in like one arm.
Mm-hmm.
I will drop the bundle about here to let like the rest of the length like drag behind.
Okay.
And I'll look back at the crew and say, basically tell them to grab the rope to drag him under the boat.
Okay.
And with a almost satisfactory grin, I'll say, I want him dragged slow as I keep moving.
That's a dark side point for sure.
Yeah, also it's worth knowing, it's like it's reasonably well lit on this map, but like this is like, you know, the bottom deck of a ship lit by lanterns, so it's like pretty dark with like flickering light, and I imagine that like cinematography wise it's like casting lots of deep shadows on your face as you're going through this.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I wonder if this is the start of Agis' villain arc.
I mean, the Ruin's probably very proud of you right now, I imagine.
I'm sure he is.
This is like going
I wonder
full
what Old
Punisher
Bade's going to
mode
say
right
about
now.
this.
Hmm?
I wonder what Old Bade's going to say about this.
Yeah, that's a good question. What's Celeste and Sorrow's going to say about this if they ever learn about it?
They never have to know.
That's true, they don't, but they might. Another wisdom saving throw. Can he beat a 14? That is a 9 on the die. He is still paralyzed. Samo is so fucking satisfied right now as well.
Smoke is just base. What a single second level stuff I can do.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Just imagine if it was an intelligence saving throw, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
motherfucker
that
would
would've
have
been
cracked the
fun.
meaning of life. Jesus Christ.
I mean, again, guy's got an 18 intelligence. He's got a plus
Yeah, that
4, and that's an ignoring if he's got any bonuses to it as a saving throw.
That is higher than any bonus I have. That is disgusting.
I'm just glad that Levitate also works for the duration as soon as they failed it.
Mm-hmm. Although he can try and like push himself back down to the ground if he's no longer paralyzed, because you can move if you can like push off stuff. Low.
Oh yeah,
if
you can still push off stuff, but you'll be like you'll maintain at
you
20
0
feet.
G.
Yeah.
So you'd start to float back up again, but he can
Yeah.
like try and control where he is essentially. Mo, your turn.
Old man running.
You can open.
I'll
Yeah.
open the door for him, but then I'll
Do you
wait at
see
the
what
top
I
of the
mean,
stairs.
Agis?
Oh, baby.
As
You
you open
shouldn't
the door,
have.
this I didn't plan this. As you open the door, this sailor's going to turn around, see what's going on. She go, "What's going on?" Clearly, like shocked.
A little change of plan.
It's your turn, Agis.
Excellent stuff. I almost want to do like a run up
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of get to here and then sort of with the rope like push his momentum forward so he goes over one of these rungs.
Yep.
Or far enough to go over one of the rungs so we've got like a pulley system. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
like directly over the side. There we go.
Currently the stream can't see this, but they'll see it soon. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've got less control over where the stream's camera is now. I'm getting used to it. It's fine. Alright.
And hopefully there'll be a load of people picking up a rope.
Yes, they are, indeed. Oh, this is way too cheery for what's going on. We had like
Torture,
nice,
yeah.
dark, moody sailor music, and now we just go.
I'm kind of glad Soros isn't here. I feel like he wouldn't appreciate what I'm doing.
No, I mean he would be all for killing the guy. Killing him in this way is questionable, but
Oh,
anyway.
what would Gion say?
yeah.
Oh well, they're both gone now.
Look, man, if he sees a Gion will remember that flag up in the top corner, he's gonna be worried. He's gonna be like, can I quick load? The Ruin, your turn.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to partake in the this the room, but when you were gone, I did drop the rest of the length of rope on the floor to let it drag behind. I basically said to the crew to grab on because I want them to drag slow.
Nice.
So we're like basically just slowly dipping him in and then back up.
Very nice. Yeah, the Ruined is watching. The Ruined is just getting a lot of joy out of this. He's happier than you've seen him in a long time.
Just sheds another blood tear like, oh my brother, I'm so proud.
Now imagine this is just the fucking identical twin brother of the guy that's actually sold you, and this guy has nothing to do with it.
The Ruined.
Hey, if that's the case,
like,
Pete did a great job.
the Ruined stood there just like, I love freedom.
And with that, combat is over, because doesn't matter if you unparalyze him or yeah. Or...
Wait. If you're paralyzed, you don't feel anything, right?
No, he can feel stuff.
No, if he's paralyzed, but man just can't. Well, he's
Yeah,
not exactly paralyzed. He's just held. Like
Yeah.
man just can't physically move. But
He
can
has the
see,
paralyzed
feel,
condition, but yeah, he can absolutely feel things. His nerve
I will
endings or
still unparalyze him so he can like wobble around like.
I mean,
Yeah.
I will say this much. There is the slimmest chance of him surviving this. Not really, but like, hypothetically, he does still have his axes because no one disarmed him. If you unhold him, then he could potentially cut himself free, and then he would be cut up and in the ocean, and the ship would sail on without him, so he'd probably drown. But like, if you want to guarantee he gets hauled for as long as possible, I would keep the whole person up personally.
I'll continue holding it.
Alright.
Every now and again, like when he gets like surfaces again, can I give him like a little whip with my chain as well? Yeah.
Remember when we did the Zila special and we had the whole, we're gonna have to put a content warning at the beginning of this, which there has always been content warnings in the descriptions of any episode that needs it, but I have now included that at the beginning of every episode since the Zila special, because I'm also like, I might as well draw attention to the fact it's at the bottom of the description. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need it for this one, because not only is there torture going on, but the players are actively and lavishly participating in it.
And the
look,
spider got milked. What the fuck?
yeah,
Spider warning, spider milking in progress.
I think
That's way worse.
that might get my video taken down if I say that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, true.
In our defense, though, this is a slave trader.
No. To be clear, I am not condemning what you're doing. And
We
within
are the good guys.
specifically in roleplay, I'm all for players doing fucked up shit to people who don't deserve it, and people who deserve it. I'm fine with it. I've tortured people in role-playing games before. It's all fun and games, baby. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of content warning, we're gonna need one.
Yeah.
Okay. The drum beat continues on.
Oh, I'll have my drum in one hand, my chain in the other. Dun, dun, dun. Achoo, yeah!
I'm hating the fact that you're going, yeah!
Yeah!
I'm just like, imagine how much less cool Indiana Jones would be if every time he used his whip, he went, yeah!
He's doing it just to annoy him. Just even further. Imagine being like hit with a chain, and now imagine being hit with a chain by the person going, yeah!
Bro, I'm sorry, but just the thought of this guy, like, he thought he's so tough, he just killed a guy. Just got a whole person, then roped.
Motherfucker, do you want to know what level this guy is? Because he's not a challenge rating, he's a player character in terms of how he's built. Do you want to know what fucking level this guy is that you guys have just killed by doing this?
Sure.
Level 11. That's part of the reason why I was fine throwing his first mate at you at level 1 is because he's fucking yeah, he had over 100 hit points and he's a barbarian who was gonna rage.
Bro, I'm pretty sure this
Both his
couldn't have
hand axes
gone
are
any
plus
better.
1.
Oh my god. Bro, I had this like whole massive fight for this like jacked like half orc.
Do you know what the funniest thing is, Alex? Is that I didn't even prep this fight. Not really.
Oh, really?
I made this map today because I was like, ooh, actually they might want to do something on the ship. I came up with the whole Krakoa's, like I had the idea of Krakoa and I was like, he looks like a mean orc. Fuck it, let's make him part of someone's backstory. And I was like, oh, I don't think I can fit him into the Ruins backstory really, because like, slaver by ship, but Agis is 100% like he was on a ship with slavers, so that's fine. So all of that happened today. I was expecting us to be at core point by now. But I'm all for it. It's cool. And
like, fuck this guy.
oh, once I had all those ideas, I was like, this might slow things down, but I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's this
Like genuinely, I don't think this could have gone any better for us. I mean, like we literally forced a mutiny, and then just promptly dealt with the captain. Like he literally didn't even get a turn.
He also didn't even have to say anything.
And as Calum said when when this door got opened, Pete, you shouldn't have. I didn't plan for this, but this is like the perfect ship design to keel someone as well.
Yeah.
Anyways. Several minutes pass of just the sound of the ship still rowing from the crew above, who some of them probably have worked out some degree of what's going on, that a mutiny is going on, but you know, who's successful they don't know. They've just kept on rowing. The drum beat is still going to keep them in time. And after several minutes of you having dipped him in and out, each time he's
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
each time he's raised out, he is more ragged and torn up by the barnacles below. More blood seeps out of his wounds. And this would go on for several minutes, so eventually the levitation and the whole person would stop. But it doesn't matter.
I would have stopped the levitation.
Oh, right, yeah.
Duncan. So,
But the whole person would fade after the first minute. By the third or fourth time you've lifted him up, he's like completely ragdoll limp. But like you can still see he's breathing, despite it all. So you just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Till eventually, there is no breath coming from him when you pull him up.
Now revive him and do it again.
I do have a potion of revival. No. I mean, what do I want to do? I will simply just look at the dead corpse, I guess. And just sort of say to myself under my breath, I had so much rage I didn't even care. Oh, I don't think you heard that, did you?
No, we did.
Oh, excellent.
You can redo the line if you want to.
Yeah. Either way. What's done is done. And I'll sort of give a nod to the ruin to cut the rope and let him go. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I won't do that. Because I don't know whether they would want to. I mean, I assume he probably wouldn't have any items left on him.
He's definitely dropped his hand axes at this point.
Right.
He might have other stuff on him, but...
Yeah, I'll leave his body for the crew to do whatever they want with him.
Okay. As you turn away, seemingly done with him, this guy, who's calmed down from his rage at this point, but he's, still angry, he will chop the rope with his great axe, and the body will fall.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Orcs like him gave us a bad name.
They certainly did.
Yeah, no, never mind.
I mean, have we, from our perceptions and our investigations of the crew, do we know much about this guy?
He was incredibly quiet. It's up to the ruin whether he happened to turn into this guy or tried to convince this guy of anything, but either way he would be very quiet and not very talkative. Like, there were, as you might imagine on a crew, even a crew that's pretty poor morale, there are clusters of friendships. He does not appear to be a member of any of those friendships.
Right.
A lone wolf.
He's also covered in scars. He's got a scar going along the top of his eyebrow here and then down his cheek. One of his teeth is fully gold and has been replaced, which is not a norm in this day and age. Like, the fact that someone's got a tooth replaced with jewelry is you don't think you've ever seen a fashion like that. You've seen jewelry, obviously, but replacing teeth and such is who would bother? And he's also got a gold nose ring, and he's got multiple scars on his arms. That's true. He's got multiple scars on his arms that look mostly from animal attacks, but there's a couple that are from bladed weapons as well.
Well, I'll just sort of turn my head slightly. That wasn't an orc. That was a monster.
Agree to disagree. When we try and pretend that people aren't capable of those sorts of things, makes it easier for us to be blindsided in the future.
A monster's a monster. If you look for them, you'll find them.
Whatever you say.
I don't know what's next for this crew, but we would still like passage.
You saying that to him?
Well, just in general to the people around, because I don't know what's going to go on now with their, leadership and what have you, so...
One of the crew pipes up and says, "We've got cargo headed for Core Point. We can still head there."
Excellent.
How old is this orc, roughly? If I would have to take a guess.
I haven't actually determined his age, bear with. He is a full orc, so he can live anywhere between 1 and 350 years. Yeah, more than middle-aged. Not ancient, but at least over 150.
Well, seems like these people need a new captain. I don't know, I'll put my hand on his shoulder as I walk past him.
Alright. Anyone want to do anything else that night? Anyone want to talk to anyone about what happened, or...
Dibs on the captain's quarters.
No, I'm basically just gonna head to a bunk.
Yeah, I'll just look through the 2 rooms and see if
Feeling
there's
somewhat
anything.
satisfied.
Yeah, also, I'm going to give everyone a point of inspiration in general for the group effort. But I'm going to give Agis a second one also for having a win.
My first one in a while. Hell yeah, baby.
I actually am gonna, now that the captain's dead, I'm gonna go and snoop around his quarters myself. I'm not expecting to find anything, I just simply want to have a look myself.
Okay.
Yeah, damn that diary.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move us off of this map because multi-level shenanigans and combat's over. Yeah, you can snoop around his place. Roll me an investigation check.
Alex or me?
Alex.
Alex or me? Oh.
You don't find anything more than what Moog found. So you find the diary, you find the fact that the the ship had come from Arsmore, sailed up north, and then back down south. And you find his whip.
I'm gonna take the whip and the diary.
Okay. I will add those to your inventory in just a moment.
Don't add the whip to my inventory just yet, because well, actually, yeah, don't add either, because I'm gonna go and speak to Agis about them.
Okay. Do you go find Agis then?
Agis has gone to a bunk, hasn't he? Or a
Yes.
hammock or something. I'll try and find him in there then.
Okay, you can find him in there, no problem.
What is Agis doing?
No.
I'm pretty much resting, my guy. It is, what, nearly 1 o'clock, so I'd be getting ready to enter my meditation.
Alright. Then I'll sort of come in just as you're getting ready to meditate, I guess. And I'll sort of like do a little knock on the door.
Hello, Ruined.
Hello, Agis. Just came to check in on you after all of this business.
The business was good.
It was. It was thoroughly enjoyable, I might say.
I do have some regrets.
Oh?
But maybe it's just my analytical brain. I could have asked questions, got answers. But clearly my emotions took over.
What questions would you have asked? What answers would you have sought?
Just to find out more and put pieces together. I mean, we pretty much have the basics of it. Would have been nice to know where the others are. But it's fine.
This may not exactly help with that, but I figured you may wish to take a look. And I'll pass him the diary.
I'll just sort of flick for a few pages. And...
as he does that, I'll also produce the whip and say, this was also on display in his quarters. Don't know if you'd have any idea, any ideas of what you might like to do with this, but well, something to burn at least if you can't think of anything else.
I have no use for that whip. The book will be trophy enough of what we've accomplished.
Then may I have the honor of burning it?
Of course, brother.
Fantastic. Perhaps I won't do it on the ship, though.
Yes, that would be a wise choice.
Perhaps I'll perform a little ritual or something. I'll make some preparations. Make it a special occasion.
Very nice. And before you go, I thank you for helping.
That's what I'm here for. Always.
Excellent stuff.
Right, well, time for Kip.
Right you are, Rand.
I'll sort of like unfurl the whip and just sort of like try and like give it a crack and just fail miserably and then just be like, oh, whatever. Just walk out.
To be fair, you probably wouldn't fail miserably at it because you whip people with your chains all the time.
Yeah, but different weight and everything,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
He's used to his chains. He's not used to a whip.
Okay. Do you accidentally hit yourself in the chin and gain the Harrison Ford scar?
Yep.
Anyone else doing anything else that night?
I'm not, unless
Unless
I-
what?
take a
Jens
look.
and Moog are gonna be little bitch boys about what just happened.
Bro, I'm not. I help with that
Yeah,
shit,
he
bro.
facilitated it, really.
Yeah, but I don't know what
drugged the
Moog's
guy.
like.
I feel like I would have ended the whole person like a whole lot earlier than.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad that we just took Fiennes along with our own, being like, yeah, we're good people, then we just did that to a guy.
I mean, you do remember how he joined your party was with
Yeah, true, he did just kill
assassinating one of
two of
his
his colleagues, yeah.
guards. And he was
He
like,
was
"Ah, they
also
weren't
like-
great people, but
Yeah, like he was also pretty much fully on board with us. Like he was like saying something, and then we tried to explain. And he's like, "Oh no, I get it." Like,
Yeah. I mean, actually, yeah, I will. Once I've been given the book, I will head to Fiennes.
okay. He's also in a hammock, but hasn't fallen asleep yet.
I know you sort of followed along with what happened back there, but thought I'd give you some evidence. Let's say.
You hand him the journal?
Yeah, I'll hand him the journal. I'll say, read through it and see what you think. I'm not telling you to have an opinion or anything. I just wanted to give you the full story.
That's because I was a guard, he says with a smirk.
It's more the fact that you're relatively new and stuff like this might keep happening. And I just want to make sure that you're fully aware, and if you form your own opinions, and if you wish to leave, then that's fine, and if you wish to stay, that's fine as well.
I got no plans on leaving. But I will say, you're scarier than I first thought, he says with a bit of a smirk.
Can I say, everyone has dark spots in their past. Anyway, once you've read it, I shall like it back.
I will read it with haste, he says, and he takes the book and kind of, he was sat up in his hammock, but he like lies back down but opens it to start reading it.
Thanks.
So I'll put it in your inventory for now.
Yeah.
Anything more from the trolley, dears?
I don't think so. We've not even got to the encounters yet.
No. No, you have not. I might be nice and consider that one of the encounters. What do you say?
It's up to you, my guy.
No.
Depends.
We'll have a big
It
group.
depends if the other encounters give us XP.
They might. What I will do is there's 3 encounters. If you say yes, I will roll a d6 to determine which one of the 3 encounters it replaces, because I've already rolled what the encounters will be. Obviously, I haven't rolled for your potential replacement for number 2, but
I'll take that as an encounter. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
you're getting XP for this one regardless, so...
Cool. Yeah, may as well then.
Oh, this is a thing now, isn't it? Because Tommy's off on his own. We're going to get different XP amounts.
Yes.
But he's going to get probably more, maybe, because there's only 2.
Yeah, but you also might have less encounters, because...
Yeah.
Also, not as hard fights as well, because there are 2 people.
Oh, you never know.
Pete does sometimes like to throw in encounters where, you know, you're not actually meant to fight, and if you're stupid enough.
The occasional
I mean, the one we just had kind of feels like one of them, to be honest.
No, honestly, that one you probably should have been able to win. It's just it would have been a fucking brutal fight. Because as long as you convinced the crew, who were already kind of inclined to be like whatever, then you had a level 11 barbarian, a level 1 cleric, I think he was. It might have been a paladin, can't remember. And then you also had a level 6 barbarian on your side. So you were probably going to win. Would have helped.
And Fienza is also pretty strong.
I was going to say, if it had actually been a full-blown fight and I had forgotten Fienza for longer than one session, it might have been a little bit more dicey, but...
Yeah.
Also, I feel like a whole person combined with Tianzen's sneak attack would have been pretty good.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like one of the things that is genuinely difficult to try and accommodate in a tabletop role-playing game like D&D or Star Wars or what have you, is like a D20 system as opposed to like a much more like role-play focused system, is if you want to have a cool guy who can one-on-one one of the player characters, that cool guy who can one-on-one one of the player characters probably can't 1v4 the player characters. So you gotta either bump them up so they can take on a whole party at once and provide somewhat of a challenge, but not so much that they're going to instantly kill some of the players, or you go and try and like Scooby-Doo it so that you can never all face them at once, which is what I tried to do with the Star Wars villains to an extent. There's a reason why I was very happy that only Tommy went to go face the agent, because when Tommy, Alex, and Driz all faced the agent in season 1, who admittedly the agent was lower level at that point, but so were the players, he got his ass handed to him by the 3 of them. But when it was just Tommy and Driz, I was like, well, shit, you don't have your tank anymore. And I've taken Driz out in 1 hit, so what are you going to do? Die is the answer. Spoilers. Alright. Hey, Agis.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we hadn't come to a consensus about the encounters. So
We're
gonna skip one then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll roll a d6. We are skipping number 2. So Alex, which one do you want to re-roll now that we're skipping number 2?
I'll re-roll the 3rd one.
Okay. I won't tell you what number 2 was because it might always come up later on, but I will say it was a bump in the road. But beyond that, I won't tell you what it was.
A bump in the sea.
I mean, that certainly was a bump in the road.
True.
You've just rolled for number 3. And you have rolled hidden reserves.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Or what I'd already rolled was danger afoot.
Yeah, hidden reserves, please.
Okay, I will go ahead and replace that. Obviously, we're probably not going to get to that this session because we've got maybe 15 minutes left. But I've now got a little sheet where I can fill in all of the Uncharted Journey stuff as we're going, so I can keep notes for next session.
Neat.
Very nice.
Cool. All right. Hey, Agis.
Yeah.
While you're sleeping,
No.
can you give me a perception roll, please?
Okay. I knew that was coming.
All right.
Okay.
You sleep a restless, dreamless sleep. That's all.
Okay.
Anyone doing anything over the next 2 days?
Am I getting milk? That's a genuine question, all right?
Fucking tonal whiplash between milking at the beginning, what happened in the middle, and then milking at the end.
Listen, I have to know. I have to prepare, man.
Hey, Alex, you milking Samo?
Yeah, man. Well, all the time. Any downtime we have, anytime I'm not just always during the day. Just
right. Second
nighttime
question.
is
The
for
ruined.
nighttime
Are you
is for
milking
poisonous.
Moke?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Okay.
I may as well.
Roll me an animal handling.
No, I won't because I want to do my poisonous kit.
Okay, fine. So 2 days of downtime then, but
Okay, 2 days downtime, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll keep going with my cook's chance.
okay. Right. One thing that's worth noting as well, as you potentially mosey around the ship, the crew isn't necessarily in better spirits, but it seems more relaxed at least. But there's still uncertainty of what's going to happen next. Just to point out, the Ruin hasn't offered them any money, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because it means you might end up not having to pay them 500 gold.
All I'm going to say is they've gone from having a basic wage to now being able to split the money that we spent to get on. That's up for grabs.
Unless he had it in his pocket when you drowned him.
Yeah, I was really hoping he wouldn't say that.
All I'll say is he did have 545 gold in his inventory, but...
Oh, well. That's sleeping with the fishes now.
But maybe the gold that you specifically paid him is still on the ship. And also they can sell all the stuff that's on the ship and what have you.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
they now have free liberty to divvy out the money.
But obviously with that is that kind of a level of uncertainty of what does that freedom entail. So as I say, it's not instantly sunshine and roses on the ship. There's also some people who are clearly a little bit shaken up by what they did because they just took part in mob justice, and that can be a little bit unnerving. You in particular, Moog would probably notice that the gold-toothed orc does not take up any sort of command position, as you sort of suggested, and is instead returned to his rowing position. So some other nameless crew member takes control. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to move it an hour, but that's fine. Final thing, probably setting up for next session then. It's 2 days later. When my calendar lets me do it. And we're about to enter a new month as well. Exciting times. Oh, also the weather for like the first 8 days of the journey was like stormy weather, and then on the day that you guys decided to do that, it was like calm and clear skies, and I was like, that's fortuitous in terms of you not having to deal with potentially bad weather while doing a mutiny.
Easy.
So, on the 1st of Dead Month, someone on the crew, it could even be the Ruin since he's the Outrider, will spot something. Do you want it to be you, the Ruined?
Sure.
Okay. You are sailing, not like right up against the coast, but like you can see the mainland from here. It's Stone Bay, but you're still a decent distance away from, you're still like 3 days out from Core Point. On the rocky shore, you spot, lurking amongst the rocks, what looks like a sheltered harbour near an area regularly racked by storms. And you can see up against the rocks is this cave entrance where multiple shipwrecks appear to be. As you kind of peer closer, you see blood on the rocks as well. It's your choice whether you want to investigate or not, but that's what you see.
Dried blood?
Yeah. Old blood.
Do we actually have a rowboat on this ship?
Yeah, a sole rowboat. Enough for 6 people.
Perhaps we should take a small party into the cave?
It's up to you guys as a group.
That didn't quite work out well last time we stopped on a voyage, but
It's up to you guys as a group. I mean, the crew, while someone is in command, they will essentially pay attention to you guys as the passengers paying for the voyage. So if you want them to stop, they'll stop. If you want them to continue on, they'll continue on.
I don't mind that.
Well, there's 3 of you, so can you fucking cast a vote rather than being a fence sitter, Samo? Piece of shit.
I'm Switzerland. I don't give a shit. I'm neutral.
He's just zoned out because he's been milked so much.
Nope. I mean, yeah, maybe.
Alex,
Fuck it,
sounds
let's
like
go in.
Alex's vote go in. Callum?
if the ruin says we're going in, I will happily follow him.
Sure, same.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fuck yeah.
Loot on the horizon. Win. Or death. Win.
Okay. Who is going then? So as I say, the rowboat is enough for 6 people.
I'm guessing us 3.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Well, Fienzen.
Yep.
Maybe Goldtooth if he's willing to come.
If you ask, he will say yes. You don't actually
Hell
know
yeah,
his
bring
name
him
yet
on.
in character, but
Ah,
he never
Oh.
introduced himself to you.
Cool
He was
orc dude with a gold.
he was the dude with the gold tooth, but yeah, the way you knew his name is from the Turn Order.
Hey, you handled yourself pretty well. You fancy coming along on this mission? What's your name? Oh, that's cool. Okay, right, let's go.
My name is Sadok Goldtooth. And sure, if you require my services, he will stop rowing. By the way, you guys don't think you've ever seen him sleeping. He probably does, but you don't think you've ever seen him stop rowing and go to bed.
Fair.
Bros on cocaine.
And you got room for one red shirt sailor if you want to bring one with you.
Yeah,
You
are
can
there
take
any
the
beefy looking
mage.
guys?
That
You
looks
can
like a
you can
wizard.
bring the
Oh,
the
a mage,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Sure, fuck it. With the Melf's acid arrow.
They will go and face check everything. You go in first.
Okay. You you row the rowboat into the cave. Luckily, it's not stormy weather, so your rowboat is not really at danger of like bashing up against the rocks. But it is spitting rain. It is windy. So you're still being buffeted around quite a lot. It's unpleasant, but you come into this cave amongst this cove, you know, sifting through shipwrecks, and you follow the trail of blood into this cave here. As you get off the rowboat, you notice, like, you know, the ripples of water from you, like, having shifted the boat. Those ripples of water emanate out into the cavern. Can you all give me a perception check? I'll add the rowboat for next session as well, but I couldn't be bothered right now. This is just a, like, you know, cliffhanger, essentially, for next session. Wait, cliffhanger? That's... Nah, it's not a cliffhanger, it's just a little tease. Nothing bad's about to be revealed. Nice 20, the ruined. Nice nat 1, Agis, getting one more in before the end of the session.
I think that's the first one I rolled.
Still, gotta get one in. And Moog, nice 10. That's like such a nice gamut, a 20, a 10, and a nat 1.
Nice 10. Thanks.
The ruined, you instantly notice it though. The ripples of water emanate, kind of coming from your direction out into this cavern. And then ripples come back. Something in the water is moving, sending the water, pushing it back towards you. And then you see what at first almost looked like tentacles writhing out from the water and lifting up above the surface. But no, they're not. Not tentacles. Are they snakes? Are they
The
a
Kraken.
Well,
hydra?
that's not good.
Is that a Hydra?
That's a fucking hydra.
Fuck me.
Next time on Dragonriders, look at the damn, look at
Now-
me.
How fast do you turn around a rowboat? How fast is that?
We can look up the speed of rowboats for next session, that's fine.
I don't think I'm going to be able to levitate and kill all the Hydra.
Hey man,
Old person.
more XP though.
True.
Alright, yeah, that's going to be the tease for next session as a battle of a hydra to start us off. Alright. Thank you everybody for watching Dragonriders. Hope you enjoyed keel hauling. 10 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed
More
Agis
keel
finally
hauling.
getting a win.
It's been a while.
Deserved.
Yeah. And also hope you enjoyed Moog's okay with murder.
Well, in theory, he did just stop the guy from killing more people.
True. Also, you guys all let an innocent sailor get murdered before you took any action, so good on you guys.
Well, I wanted
Hey,
to
we had
act,
to
but my
sell it.
guy's really old.
We
Okay,
had to sell it,
let
man.
him. Let him get it.
You know, like in a video game when like a cutscene begins and you're like, well, I would be stopping. I would be getting involved. Like the prime one's in Baldur's Gate 3 when that fucking drow dude in the Underdark comes out and just knocks someone to the lava. I'm like, as soon as he walked out, I'd be fucking attacking him. I wouldn't give him the chance to fucking execute this fucking gnome by shoving them into the lava. But nah, I'm in a cutscene. I can't do jack shit.
In my eyes, if we got up and immediately joined in on the mutiny, it would look weird.
That's fair.
Considering we're crew, but considering he just straight up kills a guy.
So what I'm hearing, Calum, is that Agis is the sort of guy who's like the ends justify the means. That's interesting considering what conversation we had. I think it was after the last D&D session or maybe the time before.
What do you mean?
We were talking about some sort of parallels and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What do you mean?
that's all for this session. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.